Hello and welcome, everybody. Hey, it's the finale. We've promised a lot of things. I hope we're going to come through with it. We obviously got a bunch of people here. We got a couple little special things to stay around for towards the end. If you watched some stuff last night, just remember this is a family show this time. Different type of show. First off, we got the encyclopedia, the holocron of himself. He is the collector of toys and everything fun. Pete, say what's up.
What's going on, everybody?
The drink's already almost done. Hey, if you did not catch it, if you did not catch the Tuesday interview, this is why we're raving about it so much, because we did. I've already watched it 3 times. Make sure you go back there and do it. Our own Princess Leia, Jen, say hi.
Hey, everyone.
The co-pilot's still muted, so we're going to see if
there he is.
If we can go with it. Co-pilot, say what's up.
Oh, what's happening, everybody?
We've got a guest. We've got a very fun guest. You know, if you watch the show, that I'm terrible with names. I mess them up all the time. One guy that we have here that I mess up. We brought him on. Look at that. I got 2 of them. It's right there. It's Stick Boy. Comics are fun. Stick Boy, say what's up.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And finally, the builder himself, Leaky Trooper. Leaky, I love that fast-paced mech that you were doing. Guys, check the links below for a lot of stuff. Pete's stuff's down there. Our stuff's down there. The Comic Book Women interviews down there. MCM, for some reason, isn't down there, but that's just because I'm lazy. All right. Leaky.
What's up, guys?
All right. I see the comments are already rolling in. Pete, we got anything in comments? Or should we start off with rankings, or should we just go into the overview? Because I think we were getting into it in the back screen. We all got here about 15 minutes. Usually we say, let's not talk about it, but I think people just couldn't help it. People couldn't help it.
We're going.
Yeah. It's one of those weeks where we just had to get through some stuff, talk some stuff out real quickly.
Well, some of us didn't know you went on a whole diatribe or something last night on the MCM, so I'm learning about this for the first time.
It wasn't my fault. But you me into it. And yeah, I think some of the comments might have it out there. Hey, we'll run through some of the screens. It's a lot of screens. We might take a break halfway through because there's a lot of shots. I know. Look, if you listen to last week, you know I can't give this episode over a 0.5. I just can't do it because guess what? It wasn't an hour and 15-minute runtime. So that's just hey, spoiler alert, it's coming today. This was cool. Did anybody else find this cool?
Yeah.
Like Wave 1, the Disacapitate, and you got the luxury bar, just like the Emperor's ship. That was cool. This actually was a great scene here because you got to see the 2 sides of the remnant that's left. This is something that they have been establishing for a very long time, how like some of the troopers were just people that were working for them, that were on the planet, really didn't want to be there. They know they're in the remnants, so they have no place else. And then you have the loyalists, the crazies. And this guy played the loyalist like nobody else. He did the teardrop. He made you hate him within the first 2 minutes of opening up his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part about this episode was what they did with her, because they made her tough.
Yeah.
Which one? Which planet? Which Death Star are you from? This
was a whole girl power episode, man. The 4 that kicked butt, the 4 jerk girls on the bridge.
Yeah, got some scenes on that because that was really cool. I actually liked the cinematic portion of this coming into like an industrial planet, seeing what was going on. Plus
like the landing.
Midwest. Yeah, the landing was really cool too. You got to see the full landing. I know some people didn't get to see the whole of the ship, so they thought it was something else. That's actually Bo-Katana's ship.
Yeah.
The thrusters go up and then it switches over common ship. This whole bar thing was cool.
That picture.
What's
Just
that?
on the left, the very front end of a ship sitting there looks an awful lot.
I saw it. I can see what you're talking about. I saw it too, Wookie. I looked it up. I can see the kind of. It is close.
You're talking about the one to the right?
Yeah.
No, to the left.
Right.
Just
to the left.
no, to the left.
Just to the left. Sorry.
You can't see it in
You're on
this
the right.
photo, but there's the ship sitting there.
I
and
saw what you
can
said.
just
I
see
think
the
you're
front end of it.
stretching a little bit on it, but that's fine. That's what we
I'm
all
just
like to
saying
do.
it looks familiar. It does
It
look
looks
similar.
a lot like the ghost.
So does the one on the right, though. The one on the right looks exactly like the transport chip that Jester had. So like that's kind of fun too. This was cool when they both walked in, looking sweet. You know who they're going to run into. This fight scene was kind of cool because you got to see Boba Fett kind of like, man, dude, you should probably hit the gym a little bit more because she kind of It's good to see her get Sasha get a little bit of acting chops in there. It was nice.
She got to do a jetpack assisted tornado DDT on
That
it.
was fantastic.
That was kind of cool, man. That definitely was kind of cool.
Tamura's got to get his physical trainer for Book of the Fed. I'll tell you that much.
Way to spoil the end before we even get there, bro.
I'm going to spoil this whole time.
This was cool. I actually liked that they showed her trying to, Bo, her skills at flying, having to go in there. They pulled in the wings. They showed a lot of cool stuff here. It worked out well. It was dumb that they pre-told you what the plan was, and then they went through with the plan exactly like. I guess you could have cut those 5 minutes out, but if you did, then it would have been a 42.
I don't think they were expecting the fighters to come out though. That's why she had to go and block it and then get in there. She's like, oh crap! If 2 minutes get out, then
No, the fighters coming out of there. That was freaking cool.
That was
locked and loaded.
Yeah, Galactica Vipers getting shot out of the ship is what it was.
Oh yeah, that was
awesome.
What's up? Comics are fun. I didn't hear what you said.
That's what I was thinking when they were shooting out of the tube. That Galactica at the beginning,
Yes, Battlestar Galactica.
That was really cool. So they actually did, Jen, if you rewatch it through, they kind of say, because they'll be like, are you going to be all right if there's something or another? And he goes, yeah, I'll take care of it. I know how to hit. So I think they were referencing the TIE fighters coming out, and that's why she was going through. I think it was that she really saw that the tube, it's going to be a quick drop in there to make it look like it was harder than it actually, it'd be easy if you thought just landing like a traction beam or
and also
if you're shooting wombats in the desert or something like that, it'd probably be pretty easy. But
and then also Boba calling her princess twice.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. The reference to Leia, that was cool.
So one note about the bar. That's when I was thinking they were going full Magnificent Seven, because that was like the setup at the beginning of Seven Samurai, and they start bickering with each other and fighting, and so. But man, they pulled the rug out from under me.
No, they kind of did though. I mean, they got the
clone guy.
Yeah, they got the core. They got it. If you added Grogu, that's 7. They had it there. They went for it. The only thing that didn't happen was Bo didn't die, which I thought she was going to be dead for a minute, and then she didn't. We put the cart above the horse again.
The second that I realized, it took me a little bit for it to fully hit it, to know that the 4 girls were, the A Force. Yeah, and then I was like, oh man, they're all girls. And I was like, oh no, someone's gonna die.
They were the boarding party was pretty cool, but I did get that same fear, uh-oh.
Yep, I did too. I was like, one of them's not gonna make it.
I was like, they just showed that Sasha can act and she can fight, and they're gonna kill her off. Because the guy's gone, right? We don't know where he is, but he's gone. So
no, I don't want to jump ahead, but there was a second where somebody hit the ground and you thought they were dead.
Yeah.
Can we just give it up for Ming-Na Wen too? She's 7 years old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
7 and still kicking ass.
You guys watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, who's she?
Agent May.
Oh, she's a Fennec.
No.
Fennec.
Fennec. Yeah, Fennec was dope. Fennec was dope.
I used her actress. I used her name. Her actress.
Yeah. And by the way, we're doing a 313. We're actually taping it after the show. We've been talking about doing it for a long time. We're going to drop that, hopefully, depending on when we can edit it, pretty soon. Very interesting thing about Fennec. We'll talk about it in that video. This was cool to come. I thought it was great. That was good. This, obviously, they came through. I only got the blaster thing. I didn't get them. This was really cool how they did the thing where they dropped off and you didn't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, the timing and the volume on it was really cool when it came back up. Cinematically, it was very pleasing how they were hiding, coming back up. I liked how they blasted them all down. You knew what was going to happen. This, seeing them fall through the thing.
Yeah. Also, you knew it was.
Yeah, but there's also a throwback to a couple other Star Wars things where they had the shield and to show you which way you can go and which way you can't.
Hey,
I get it.
You guys notice something this whole season? They have intentionally avoided the Wilhelm scream.
Yes.
There has not been one Wilhelm scream all year. Every time a stormtrooper drops, I'm like, okay, here it comes. Nope. It was new recorded screams. In The Believer, too, when they fell off the cliff. No Wilhelms.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
No Will Hood screams either.
So we just said we don't give. I mean, we can give out terrible. We can give terrible nostalgia, but we can't give good nostalgia. I guess I don't know. This, I know this is gonna split people on it, but at one point when he was pounding it, it looked like the helmet was starting to crash in, and then all of a sudden, apparently, Beskar can't bend at all. I mean, look, I get it. It's supposed to be very unstoppable, but at the beginning in the first Mandalorian thing, there was parts of the Beskar that she had to retap out and redo, and now all of a sudden it's you can't do anything to Beskar. It's the most powerful thing in the world. So I think they're tripping over themselves with a couple things. Now those are just things like me, people like me who do read everything and watch everything. We get tripped up on that type of stuff. Like we like the canon timelines. We like that you make sure everything's clean. We don't like the sloppiness of it. And that's why we had a problem with the end of Game of Thrones and other stuff like that. So I get that's like just a personal pet peeve of me. As one of our super fans had said before, just remember after this episode, Star Wars is for everybody. Just not all Star Wars is for you. So that part I thought was a little bit interesting. Also, the fight scene was kind of okay. Like the lockouts, I get it. You're trying to make them superimposed. I did like this portion of it where I was like, okay, cool. The fire somehow didn't short the circuits, but stabbing them did. I was still okay with it. I'll never be okay with the Iron Legion showing up. Like that just wasn't. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that whole portion of it. And further on, they started looking more like B-1 battle droids, so I wasn't exactly too happy with that.
I wanted the fire to stay. Like I wanted a Ghost Rider trooper.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Did you guys seen an old movie called Black Hole when they had the robot from that? I think his name was Maximilian or something. Yep. They had a scene that looked just like that. Very similar helmet too. So check that out.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It's an old Disney movie too.
Yeah.
It is. It's cool. It's cool how some of that stuff happens in there. Like that's why I always like. So then you get this. You knew the backstabbing was coming. Even people that aren't big Star Wars fans, and I was watching it with my wife, was like, "Why would you turn your back to him?" And yeah, I mean, we knew that was coming.
He was so smooth.
Yeah,
he was very smooth.
And this is where I'm going to have one of my enormous problems with the episode. And then after that, we had
this one right here.
After that, we had this part right here where all of a sudden the Beskar is heating up. Like you can't cut through it, but this looks like a Durasteel door. Like it's starting to heat up. If he would have held it for one more minute, it seems like the spear would have smacked. But then when he actually presses against the armor, it never heats up. And then one of my biggest beefs with this episode is he's supposed to be the big bad. And like my 4-year-old had a lightsaber battle with me the very next day, and he did the scene we had was better than that. There was a bigger fight with my 4-year-old than that scene. Like that was supposed to be your big bad, and your scene was very short. But we'll keep moving on. So then you get this. He's good again. I mean, he's a great actor, man.
That's whole thing.
That's a crazy still frame you got there.
You like that? Sometimes with the TV's going, you get some good ones, right? But that was kind of it. This didn't make any sense.
That's a Gus Fring shot.
They once again crapped all over like canon. And it's this episode, I'll explain later what I mean by that. But like we all remember the Sabine thing, right? Like she did just hand it over.
Well, I had thought about that. But I mean, if you want to get into that, we can
get into it because I actually have a theory of what happened to, and it's kind of one I've been having for a while, and I keep bringing up Rocast, so like it incorporates that portion of it. I will say that she's not playing, like she wants it back. And Pete, go ahead, say what you think it is.
All I was going to say is, yeah, she's not playing because she already played that game, I think, is more what it is. I don't think it's an entirely Elder Wand situation where she has to absolutely win it. But considering all those Mandalorians saw it get handed to her the first time, and apparently she lost it and lost the planet, she can't just come back saying, well, somebody else handed it to me, so I'm your leader again. She has to prove herself.
I agree.
More for her than anyone else.
Said this in the pre-show, but early on in the season, Jon Favreau referenced Game of Thrones. This was the second time in the episode. I won't mention the other one because I don't want to steal your guys' credit for it. When he said, I yield, and he handed it to her, I was like, man, they were just stripping the Game of Thrones playbook here. That was right out of when he said, oh, a duel to the death, or the, what do you call it? The death by combat. And he was like, I yield. And they're like, oh, no, it doesn't work that way. So I didn't know the whole history, Marco. I did know Sabine handed over to her. I saw that, but I didn't have as much of a problem until he said, I yield. And she says, no, you can't yield. Because I'm like, why?
Yeah. So here's the thing with the Darksaber. Because then people started asking me, like, is that true? And then I started breaking it down on how it got passed. And we have a video. We linked in below. You can watch it.
But when she said the power's in the story, the power's not in the story, I could literally hear Tyrion Lannister at the end of Game of Thrones going, "It's all about the story."
Leaky. You're in the Black Saber video. How do you not know how the Black Saber works?
No, I get that. I get that. What I'm saying is, I get it. I get it. I was just like, the writing was like,
the writing was.
I gotta give this back. Then I don't get to keep this.
No, so this is my theory on it. I'll give the theory real quickly. You guys can tell me if you think it's completely garbage or whatever. But my theory on the Black Saber is this, and we'll get back to some of these parts. But the theory is this: the theory is that you saw the majority of them bend the knee, but obviously for them to get the technology and to turn Mandalore to glass and get all that Veskar, they had to kill a lot of Mandalorians. If you know Rebels, you know that there's a certain weapon that can do that. They had to have somebody betray them. I think Rook Cass was like, she's not the true leader because it has to come through combat, and it did, because your combat goes back real quickly. Your combat goes, Gar Saxon got it. Gar Saxon got it from defeating technically Sabine Wren, even though he didn't. They just captured him, but still, it can be considered part of combat. Also, some parts at that point didn't see him as a true leader of Mandalorian because he was already split up. So you could always say, well, he didn't get from combat. That wasn't a true one. The last true one before that was would have been Darth Maul, because Sabine Wren technically picked it up, battled the Night Sisters for it, so she won it by combat. But before that was Darth Maul. Darth Maul cut off what's his name, Pre Vizsla's head, right? That's where he got it. Pre Vizsla got it through blah 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 blah. Okay, you watch the video if you want to figure that all out.
Well, Mike Palmer said it in the comments. This is what I was thinking. With Bo-Katan would be seen as a pretender by her people.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I was thinking when I was watching that. Like, if the word got out.
Yeah.
No, I think what he's saying is what I'm saying. They passed it down. So some people, it might have seen it just like Gar Saxon, where he didn't really conquer anybody for it. So therefore, when Bo-Katan was given to it, she's a pretender, like Rook Cass, and then that's why you get a splinter cell of the Death Watch, and she's the armor. But she probably is not the armor. I'm just saying, like, something to that effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right. Anybody else on that? Good theory, bad theory?
Well, there was another part, a little episode in season 3, episode, I believe it was 16, because I went back and watched it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing something.
I was like, how'd you remember that?
And so I went back and I watched Rebels, season 3, episode 16. And so when is that Pre Vizsla that's working for the Empire, and he comes in and he imprisons them and takes the saber.
That's Gar Saxon, not Pre Vizsla. That's Gar Saxon.
Yes, sorry, correct. And then they kind of have it out, Sabine and him, and then the mom shoots him. So it's really wishy-washy on the whole. That segment in Rebels, it's really wishy-washy how he gets it. He doesn't honorably get it, so it kind of negates the whole I got the darksaber by honor, by battle, and and then with her shooting him to save Sabine, it just kind of washed and negated the whole battle. And that's kind of how they got away with her being able to just give it up again to Bo and say, hey, I didn't really I didn't kill him and I still have it.
No. But Sabine would have been the true holder from it because she actually fought for it through the.
And she won.
She won.
She won.
She didn't kill him.
She gave him mercy.
She didn't have to kill. Well, yeah, and she beat him, but she didn't have to do that either way because she was technically the last one to win it because she won it from the Night Sisters. So then Gar Saxon stole it. So that's why there was a split up between the factions. That's why they didn't have to follow Gar Saxon.
But that's kind of how in Rebels when they were talking about it, because they kind of explain it and they kind of say that that's where, because he stole it, he didn't fight for it honorably. That's kind of what upset the whole thing. And I was like, well, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I guess, but that's why I was kind of saying, I think that's how they're playing on it, is because if you use the Gar Saxon thing, then it doesn't work out in this one too. So you have somebody betray him, like the Death Watch, aka Rook Cass, and that's where we would get Rook Cass.
And I guess the honor thing is what kind of got me, right? Like when crazy Gus Fring there, when they left him alive, he's the only one in the room that would give it away, right? Like it wasn't defeated in combat. But I get it. They're very honorable. They're kind of, their honor is more important than.
Well, and like you guys pointed out earlier, I mean, once, okay, we'll still follow you. You got it once, but now twice you lost it again, and now, can you just give it to me? It's like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah,
no, because when she walked, you forget when he walked in with it, she stopped him and said, "Where did you get that?" So she knew right off the bat, like it was over. The game was up because she said that she wanted to get him. So that was a setup going in there. I just think
but to be fair, nobody would know that unless the story got out of that little room of people. Right. The story could be told that she took him down. Like,
but you know what? It opens up for something we said a little bit. Yeah, we gotta get through this because there's still a ton more sides. But real quickly, it opens up something we've talked about a couple times now. Is like, is Mandalorian? Is he the Mandalorian? Like, is that the whole goal of the show? Is he going to eventually be the Mandalorian, aka taking over Mandalore? And right now, it looks like a pretty fine bet, and we'll explain why.
Yeah.
So then you get this. Okay, now we got the Iron Legions back because somehow, for some reason, you vacuum sealed them out, and they got turbo boosters, but they waited 20 minutes, and then they decided to turn their turbo boosters on and then come back. So you got them knocking on the door, and which they couldn't knock on the first door to get out. Whatever, man.
I think they need to do a little more hydraulic work on these droids. They're very inconsistent.
Yeah. Well, the tier 3 were technically supposed to be max, and they said they were the robot ones, which would be the tier 1s.
Terminators.
Yeah. Okay, and then here we go. You ready for my play-by-play? Who wants my play-by-play? Nobody wants my play-by-play.
I do. Okay. Give it to us, Mark.
I don't know of what.
I heard it last night.
Yeah, you heard it last night. All right, here we go. Oh boy, here it comes. There's an X-Wing. Who could it possibly be? I can't. Oh, it's an X-Wing. Could it be a Jedi? It's got to be a Jedi. Oh, could it be one of the great Jedis that we're looking for? Maybe a Voss or a he's wearing a cloak. Oh, he's got a black hand. I don't know. Could be Kaz, a green lightsaber maybe. Who could this possibly be? Let's spend 15 minutes on, he's reaching out to him. Look at this. The lightsaber's not even in his hand. It's magically floating in the air, but somehow it's killing droids. I don't quite understand it. Who could this possibly? Oh, let's all start crying.
You're doing the geek voice from Polar Express. I love it.
And then Luke showed up, and then this scene. So this is the thing I didn't know this was a thing, right? Okay, so like now, today, a day later, not late night anymore. I have been told that the crying scene thing was something that went viral, where a bunch of grown-ups got on the internet and started crying. And Jen thought it was because of this scene right here. Which when she told me that, I was like, okay, this is almost explainable.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a dude that cries at TV shows because they're not real, but I can get it. Okay, you want to get a little teary-eyed. But no, they were crying at this. And it wasn't because it was bad CGI. Apparently, for some reason, that makes people cry. I still
because his mouth wasn't in sync with his facial expressions? Why were they?
That?
Yeah, I mean, but whatever. This is a very interesting point here. This is the one thing that I thought was kind of cool. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it seemed like they knew each other before," and I was like, "Yeah."
Did you guys think when R2D2 came in? That's when
Did you think R2D2?
That's what my wife was. R2 showed up.
Yeah, did you think though R2 was the one that pulled him out of the temple? Was that not? That was what I got under. It was like, when he got all excited, I thought that was like he pulled him out of the temple.
R2 wouldn't remember.
Yeah, he did because he wasn't wiped. R2's never been wiped before.
Yeah,
R2 has been wiped.
No,
I wish we all knew how to speak his little beeps because that would have been.
I bet there's somebody who does. But like that was my whole thing was when I saw that it wasn't like he's acknowledging that he knows who he is, and maybe I'm 100% wrong. I thought it was like, okay, this is the person who took him out of the temple, R2D2, because you got to think at that point, what was R2D2 doing? Maybe he was going with the twins. Maybe he was back from the twins. Maybe they sent him on a special mission. Fine, but they could have because you never know how long, after the killing of the other kids that he was there or slaying of the Padawan. Sorry.
Are you sure they didn't wipe both their memories? I almost am positive.
$100.
R2D2 is the only one that remembers everything. Because
R2D2 is technically the storyline of the Skywalker saga is told through R2D2's eyes.
He's the arc of it.
Go ahead.
At this point, C-3PO hasn't been wiped either. It comes later.
Didn't C-3PO get wiped after they dropped off the kids the first time?
Yeah, because they said wipe the Organa said wipe the protocol droids.
Yeah.
So when the twins were born. So when Luke was born, it was more than one time. You are right. He's been wiped more than one time. The first time he got wiped was when technically that wasn't the first. Yes. Now the first time he got wiped is we're not going Solo. Where's the rabbit? Why don't we put up a rabbit hole at this point? We've already gone down 3 rabbit holes. All right. So we got up here. So yeah,
real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick, can you show Jin and the child there with him holding his helmet there real quick? Show that up there, and I'm just gonna stand up real quick, see if you can read this.
Okay, let's go. I'll pull it out.
Yeah,
Nice.
We're giving you the Solo. Yeah,
nice
like
fix, boy.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like I have no problem with that. That was kind of cool.
Michael Palmer said earlier it was great. He said he wanted to see him with his own eyes.
Yeah, like Darth Vader. Yeah,
That's the
also
vibe I got from that spot.
it also proves something that we've kind of been saying too. Like the rumors are a little bit interesting because remember there was this big rumor that he never showed his face in season 2, and he was so upset that he wouldn't negotiate for season 3.
Back-to-back episodes.
Dude, this guy's helmet's you're right.
So I have a thought about that. What if the person that knew the rumor knew he showed his face in the last?
No, she didn't. She didn't because no. She was clickbaiting people.
But I wanted to say one thing about
the person, not she. The person.
Yeah, I know the person. But anyways, the scene with him and Baby Yoda was. I kept thinking back to Attack of the Clones, where they were more worried about tech back then and how everything looked. But the emotional resonance just fell flat. Here was the exact opposite, where the emotional resonance of the scene I thought was fantastic, but the CGI was a little wonky. And I'll take emotional resonance every time over wonky CG. Character building and a good emotional scene. Regardless of who showed up to get him, that scene with him and Baby Yoda was fantastic.
It was. No, it was good. No, that was good. Pete, you're doing a terrible job with the comments. You should be posting some of these. I just saw something about.
Oh, that's right. You want to be in the comments.
To wipe more times than the booty. That was a good one.
I'm freaking crying because they are just eating you alive from last night.
I told him not to eat me alive from last night.
This is very true.
Oh.
And big shout out to everyone in the chat, man. You guys are hot tonight. This is awesome. Everybody's in here. Everybody's chatting and watching. The show is nothing without you guys. You make this so real. It is great. You guys are the best.
I'm having a hard time not reading the chat. It's so awesome.
I'm good. Yeah. Really? I got it. You guys got to post it because I can't see it.
And
you guys are going to have to talk.
Johnson, Gonzo, Cameron,
Michael Palmer,
Lopez.
Wait, stop!
Michael
Don't do that now. Let me get through this so that I can read the chat and then you can comment on everybody. So it's not just dead air. You guys are always killing me on this because I want to.
Kyle was here for a while. Jesus. Chris.
All right, so then you got this. Okay, good. Okay, that's the end. That we're stopping right now because that's what we're going to grade. We're not grading everything else that happened after that.
No, it has to be.
No, we're not. We never. No, we never grade post. We never grade post. So we're
grading
that's the whole episode.
Production art.
That's it. That's the whole episode.
I know, but this is the first time there's ever been a post scene, right?
No, they always have the post stuff. They always have the post art and everything. We never grade the system on the post art.
Well, it's not a scene. We're saying yes, the post art. We can see like Poe Dameron.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that because I want to grade. I could give no higher than a 0.5 to this show, and I actually want to grade the post. Okay. I make the rules. It's my show. I'm going to do it anyway.
Uh-oh, now the chat's really going to eat alive.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So let's go over the criteria, and I'm going to say it loud. And I'm going to say it proud because, yeah, last night the hate mail, like they're talking about kicking me off the channel for how much hate mail I got last night. It's all right. We're good.
All press is good press.
Yeah, they're sharks out there. All right, so I'm going to say it loud so you guys understand the criteria. This is what we're grading on. We're grading on 42 minutes. 42 minutes, not post-credit scenes, just the 42 minutes of the show. The storytelling, the visuals, the Easter eggs / callbacks, the continuity in the Star Wars universe, and the Star Wars feel. So that's what we got here. Pete, I'm not going to go with you first.
Oh, good.
I'm going to go, first off, I'm going to go with the guy that grades everything the lowest grades we've ever had before in the whole of the show, which has only been like 10 shows or 5 shows. Solo Wookie, you gave a 4.
I've been waiting all weekend for this, Wookie.
All weekend. A 3. He gave a 5 to 11, 3, 4, 3.5, and then 11 somehow. I don't even know how we allowed 11. Let me get my special pen to write down the nonsense that's about to occur. Solo Wookie, can we please hear your dissertation on how this is just whatever you're going to do? Okay, give it to us.
So I really want to give this a 5, and I can't. I really do want to give it a 5 because I love the fanfare, but there was so many mistakes in this one. It was so over the top with gobbledygook and just goofiness and editing mistakes. But I think they really wanted to try and do that Rogue One feeling again, where they tied everything back in for the less deep dive sort of fan. So that was cool. And I think a lot of people out there really wanted to see Luke again, and we all wanted a newer, bigger, badder Luke that we never got. And this was the first. They could have done it a lot better, and they should have done it a lot better. But to date, this is the best big bad Luke that we've ever seen. I got to go with a 4. I got to give it a 4.
All right, there we go. We got a 4. That's not
good.
bad. That's pretty good. It's surprising. It is surprising that he gave it a 4. I did not expect a 4 out of him. That plays into his playbook there. I still don't know how I could give you a total grade because you 11 something at some point. I'm going to give a slash because we're going to come back after the postings. Do remember this is going to be an extra large episode. We are also going to have a little Christmas time afterwards. Santa Claus Marco. So for all you people in the chats, you better watch what you're saying because Santa Marco knows if you're naughty or nice. You remember it's my show. I can give it away the way I want to. All right. Let me see who's going to be the least complicated after that. I'm going to go around the horn. Hey, because he's drinking out of this mug, so I'm getting at the time. Show that mug off. Look at this guy. I mean, if this isn't family, look at this.
Oh, Sticks boy. He is Santa Claus.
That's awesome.
I say his name wrong 100% of the time, and he still makes sweet mugs like that. Or who made the mug? Sticks.
My daughter made it.
There you go. Tell her thank you very much. That's amazing, dude. That is so amazing. We appreciate it. All right, comics are fun. What did you think of this episode? Do you need you know the deal. You listen to us. You get the grading system.
I get it. So I really like the episode. There was I'm not as into the lore, like remembering what happened in Clone Wars and stuff like that. So I use it like Wookie had said, he went back and watched. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch to see where everything came from with that. I didn't expect them to bring Luke back in, so I was expecting someone else. I don't want to say I was disappointed that it was Luke, because I was hoping for someone new, I guess. But I'm giving it a 4.5 because I did enjoy it. So
that's cool. Everybody look at behind him, that Dagobah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was one of my favorite toys as a kid because it had this it had like the swamp part of it was like this foam thing, and even after for years later, I put G.I. Joes through it and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I have that same toy, Marco. That thing is awesome. The little foam swamp thing.
Dude, you know he's
a little snake too.
Give it up, everybody in the chat. Give it up for him because it's tough to come on these shows. He's never done a show before. That was amazing. Good point. And I love that he's set up like that. And the mug. Tell your daughter, man. We appreciate that. That's so cool. All right, absolutely. Leaky, you talked through about half the review. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, comics.
No, I said absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Leaky, you talked through about half the people's comments already. Give us yours. We know where this. Wait, let me give the Leaky's. Leaky's 4.5. He tries to catch up to Jen. Let me tell you, we've got two of the most positive people on this show ever. 4.5, 4, 5, 3.5, 5, 4. I'm looking at it, man. You're like a point off of her, maybe 2 points. 4 and 4.5. What do we got, Leaky?
All right. Well, I don't want to steal some of Pete's thunder. I already talked through half of the
I got plenty.
So when I got up at 4 a.m. to watch this before so it was not spoiled for me. I literally got up and watched it, and I think I was pissed off because when I got done watching it the first time, I'm like, that sucked. That was just
yes. Good point. Good point.
I was like, I was ready to give it a 2. And then literally 6 hours later, I had a friend come over. He had his little son with him, who was 8. My daughter watched it with me, who was 13. And they absolutely lost their crap when they saw it. They were like doing backflips. They were so excited. They wanted to watch. We watched it like 3 more times. They were so excited by it. And then I got really confused because I'm not as into the lore as you guys, but I was like, man, there's a lot of wonky stuff here. The whole Darksaber thing, and we didn't even talk about the Game of Thrones references and how he was the Viper and all that. But I was just like, the writing on this just seemed off. And then when I just lost myself in the episode, like when I took it for what it was, and you see the X-1 flying in.
No, time out. No. We're doing your review, not your review of watching some kid. What's your review of the actual episode?
Well, I almost have to take an NA on this one because I don't have to review it. No, I'm serious. I started with a 2. I moved all the way up to a 5, so I'm gonna move back down to a 4. I'll give it a 4.
There you go.
Oh, hey, yeah, all right, a 4. No, dude, I was trying to get you on it because I just don't want to get killed again, and I tried to take it out on you. You wouldn't let me do it. We're still gonna get the back ranking for the other part. The chat is on your side. They're solely against me. We know what's going to happen to me, so we'll leave it to the end.
No, but I agree with what Wookie said. I mean, there's some wonky stuff in here, man. And you know what I love about Lucas? Just go back and change it later, man. Fix the CGI, add a few parts, clean it up in the post.
I didn't even bring up all the wonky parts because we don't have the next hour to hear about Solar Wookie's breakdown on all the wonky crud that happened in this episode.
You can return to MCM. He breaks down a bunch of it, and I beat him up for what he was saying, but it's all good. Also, don't let your kids watch that show. Just if you watch Modern Comic Mayhem, we drink on that show.
Oh, I thought you meant Mandalorian.
No. The show we did last night. Don't let your kids watch that one.
No, Modern Comic Mayhem is not kid friendly.
Not kid friendly.
Parental warning advisory.
Like 3 or 4 parental warnings on that.
My daughter literally said at the end of the episode, she doesn't even need Santa to come this year. That show is so good. Mandalorian,
cool.
not Mayhem.
Yeah, the kids loved it.
I would send some money back then because you're good. And by the way, if you need a Luke figure, there's a ton of them on clearance at Target because nobody buys Luke. They're hanging on pegs all the time. Pete, speaking of nobody who buys Luke, Pete, can we get your review? Let's go through your grades real quickly. Pete comes through halfway through episode 11. He gives a 5. Then he gives a 3. Then he gives a 5 on 13, a 4 on 14, a 4.5 on 15 and 16. Let's get your wait. Who did I miss here? Jen, I haven't even done Jen yet. Okay.
No,
Pete, give us something good because we know Jen's going to go 12 on this, which is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm on board with Jen. Usually I am I'm very positive. I love this stuff. But I will admit, I too, on Friday, my first watch, which I had to do after work. So I had to wait all day working through a crappy day of work before I could watch it. And then when I finally did, there were a lot of problems with how it was made. Like, I feel like there was like half a dozen teases of, the Dark Troopers, they're warming up. Oh, wait, hey, look, they're still heating up. They're almost ready to come. Hey, guys, better watch out for these dark. I felt like it was way too many times. I counted today. It was only like 4 before they actually came out the doors, but it still felt like a ton more. That said, Uncanny Valley, bad CGI of Luke. All I could think about was when that X-Wing showed up was, don't be Luke. Like, when I was watching my wife, I just kept saying, don't be Luke. I just didn't want it to be Luke. So I went in with that kind of, I don't want to say negative, but I went in with that, watching it that first time, with that whole vibe of, I don't want this to happen. It's happening. I can see it. I can see the glove. I know it's him, but I don't want it to be him. But that said, watching it a second time today with my son, who's 8, and having a lightsaber battle afterwards where he wanted to be Luke Skywalker, I can see a lot of people's appreciation for it being Luke. I think it's just I wanted it to be somebody else initially, so I let that influence my decision going in the first time. But through the second watch, it didn't bother me so much. I ultimately enjoyed the entire episode. I liked what they did. They had to do what they did. We couldn't keep having the same... They couldn't use the same formula. We can't keep seeing Mando and Grogu go to places. All right, you shield up, I'll do the job, and then we'll come back and we'll leave. They had to mix things up a little bit, so they had to change the script. I get it. So ultimately, I'm going to go with a 4, but I probably would have graded this much lower, maybe a 3, if I would have went off my Friday viewing. But watching it again today, I was a lot less negative about it. So I'm going to go up to a 4.
Did you watch it with a kid?
Yes. Again,
I think that's it. I think
something about it. Again, and it wasn't just watching through his eyes. It was also me not being so focused on what I wanted.
Oh yeah, you got to hear my full review in a bunch of tweets too, or a bunch of hangout messages too, of what I thought.
Yeah. The second time, I put aside what I was expecting because I knew what was going to happen, and I tried to watch it critically from I'm an outsider, but watching it again from just. Because again, I felt the first time that there was like 7 or 8 times they kept showing the dark troopers like, hey, look, they're heating up. Look, their eyes lit up. Hey, look, the pipes came off. Hey, look, they stepped off. Hey, look, like I felt like it was like, what are you doing? And then they put like some dubstep music in the middle of it. It's like,
yeah, they did.
What the hell is this?
They did.
It was weird. Second time, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
One question about your
hold on before they do. I'm gonna let the chat decide. Do you want to hear Jen's first? Because for some of you, I don't want to see any more tears this week, okay? I know it's been tough out there. I really do, man. I know it's been tough out there. I'm glad it did bring some joy to some people. But do you want to, look, if you want Jen to go last to make everybody's Christmas happy, I'm all for it. I'm all for Santa time. I'll go first. And I'm not playing. This is going around today about me. This is the most emailed picture about me that there is. I get it. I understand. I get it. But put it in the chat. Go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Leaky. I just want to give him a couple minutes to put it in. Go ahead. No. We gotta let them. They gotta get a vote in here. We got a couple going in here we got a Jen go, and then we got a Jen go last. So it's 1-1 right now. So what are you gonna say, Leaky? Do you still remember, or did I cut you off that you don't remember anymore?
Oh no. I just had one question about Pete. And that's why I downgraded the episode. Did they write themselves into a corner, or is it freeing? Right? Because I
think it's actually freeing because I don't think we're going to see Luke or Grogu. Like, if you would have given it like, hey, somebody we hadn't seen before has shown up, the people are going to wonder, where's Grogu? Who's he with? We need that story. People don't need the Luke story. Like, they could not tell us, and nobody would be mad that we don't get that story. We can fill in the gaps later.
Yeah. So can the show live on without Grogu? That's the question.
I think so.
Yeah, they can and we'll get into what I think they're going to do next. And it's super, honestly, I think it's super cool what they're doing. Jen, pick a number 1 through 5.
Well,
I saw
what I can see from the count. It looks like they want you first, Marco, and then they want Jen. Because I'm watching, and they're like, no, let's have Jen. Let's end on a high note because we know Marco's
good. So let me get to how bad this episode was. First off, bring it on. Stop using bring it on directors. Go back to what you did last time when you actually brought a real character who was real tough Boba Fett and got to see Slave One. That's true fanfare, okay? Number 2, if you want to see a real bad do that scene, wait 2 weeks, because in January, TBS and TNT will show you the actual scene that happens in Rogue One, and that's how it does. That's how it's done. It does not. This way did not make him look any tougher in my book. He looked sad. He looked like a little boy who lost his lightsaber trying to crush a B-1 battle droid. That wasn't even that good, dude. Like, it wasn't like the problem is I don't even know why people were scared. Like, why were you scared? You have the darksaber. You have this armor that can't be beat. And by the way, there's 4 of you wearing it. Just stand up there and take the darksaber and start cutting them down. 3, sorry. Yeah, but whatever. Even better yet, you could have solved a couple problems and brought back somebody. I see a lot of chat is in it too. Bring somebody back. You know who you could have brought back? And I would have broken the rule and given it above a 0.5 for this. Check this out. What you could have done was had my man Mando get knocked out, drop the lightsaber, it come up to a leg of Mandalorian armor. All of a sudden, you look down, it's got that spray paint on it. Sabine Wren starts wheeling that thing around and just strashing people left and right because she knows how to use a darksaber, dude. And then it's got to say, like, I got more important things to do. It would be perfect because you could see that there wasn't a Ahsoka team up and a Sabine Wren team up, that she was still looking for certain things. You could see a bunch of other things. It could have led into it. It would have been real super cool, man. I get it. Some of you love whatever that is about Luke, the 6th best character, the hanger at Target and Walmart and whatever else, because nobody wants to buy that character anymore. I get it, dude. Star Wars is for everybody. It just ain't for me sometimes. Just ain't for you sometimes. I understand that fact. That doesn't save the fact that the episode was shot pretty poorly. The storyline, I mean, when you're ranking it, the storytelling really wasn't that good. There were parts in there that were really good. A lot of it didn't make sense. You're right. Oh, the battle droids are coming. Oh, the battle droids are coming. Oop, we flushed them out. Oh, wait, they're gone for 20 minutes. Oh, they come back. Oh, wait, Beskar can somehow heat up and almost destroy. But for some reason, when it touches the armor, it doesn't heat up anything, or you can't break it with the Darksaber. Like, that didn't make any sense. The handing over thing, if I have to give a 5-minute diatribe on how that might make sense that she wouldn't be able to do it because she already got it handed over to herself, like, we shouldn't have to do that. Like, it's a season finale. And my last point is this. Besides go watch Rogue One, because that's really how that's done. And if you really want to see somebody who can wield a saber and clear out a tunnelway, go watch Vader do it because he does it right. The last point is this, which I completely forgot because I went on a tangent.
That ships of the different size don't fit down the same launch.
I don't want to get into that one again. But if you go back, this is my point. If you go back and watch the season finale of last season, go back, please. If you think my opinion is complete garbage, you're entitled to that, dude. But go back and watch the last 2 episodes of that last season. Watch the last 2 episodes of this season. I guarantee you, if you rank it by yourself, you're gonna give a 5 to last season. Last 2 episodes, 5. You're gonna give 5 to the last episode right there, where you get episode 15. You're gonna give this one here 16. Don't watch it with your son, daughter, or some kid in the room. Just watch it for what it is. Okay, take it for what it is. And it's just not that good, man. Like, the writing wasn't that good. The directing wasn't that good. Like, I get it. But I have also said this whole season, man, they're really teetering on something here that they got to be careful for. I think they got to slow down with how much they need to write it. And I understand 2020's junk. They couldn't reshoot. They couldn't rewrite a lot of things, right? As a whole of the season, right? Like, I get that. They have to start writing out some of these stories a little bit better. You can't hand somebody 16 pages and go make a 45-minute episode out of this. By the way, it's going to turn into fanfare, like shooting of a video, like it was 3 episodes ago, or what happened here. Like, this is, for me, this was the end of Han Solo. And we all know what happened after the end of Han Solo. We got J.J. Abrams movies. So be very careful what you wish for, because when they gave you Darth Maul, they also gave you whatever the heck episode 9 was. And that was just a mess, dude. So just be careful. I'm just warning you, be careful. So I can't give this above a 0.5.
Wait, even with all those
above or below?
I can give it above.
Like the beginning scenes, right? The beginning scenes, all that stuff doesn't like add up to...
It does, but I'm already starting at 0.5 because I said, as Shannon said in there, you said you won't give this above 0.5 unless the runtime is an hour and 15 minutes. It's not an hour and 15 minutes. So I have to start at a 0.5. Storytelling.
Let the
storytelling.
Oh, you're giving yourself an out for that.
Storytelling, terrible.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
Okay. I'll go complete dark side on this episode.
Strike the episode down with all your anger.
Callbacks were horrible.
Will be complete.
So, Marco, I had one question about your review before you go to Jed. Just real quick. So
I didn't even grade it yet.
What do you? Same question for you, for Pete. Do you think they've written themselves into a corner, or have they freed up the show? Uh-oh.
You knocked the mark.
You went silent, Marco.
0.25 is what you get. You get a 0.25. You're lucky. You're lucky. I can't. I just
5. When do we start doing quarter grades?
Well, I can't give it above a 0.5. I'm not gonna. It wasn't completely terrible, dude. Listen.
Are you gonna give it a 0?
I watched 0.5. I watched 0.5. You couldn't give it the 0.5.
No. You want to know why? Because I watched it with my wife, who's not a Star Wars fan, and when Luke Skywalker came in, she goes, "Oh, what is this?" Like, okay, when people who are like, "This is a good episode," never watched Star Wars. This is their introduction to Star Wars, and they're like, "Oh, what is this?" Like, dude, it's not as cool as you think it is. It really is not. That cool.
The way Gus Fring's face looked when he saw Luke rolling down that hallway,
yeah, he looked scared.
The camera going. I know you didn't like the hallway thing or looking at it through the security cameras, but I thought it was pretty cool them going through the security cameras.
I had a 0.5 to work with. It got a half a grade because of that portion in there of his great acting. the Slave One driving in the bar, it got 0.5. It got half the amount.
There's enough there to boost it up. Come on, when they rolled out the bottom of that, the Imperial shuttle, they have
arguing with Solo Wookiee's giving stuff like a 1, and nobody argues with his grades. Listen, if it was real time grading, that would probably equivalent to a 2.5. Figure it that way. Think about it that way. So he gets a 0.25 instead of a 2.5. That's what we're getting on the half. I can only imagine the chat right now is just going berserk. I can see it picking up in the other section.
The word monster was used, Marco. I've never heard someone on this called a monster before.
I know. Hey, listen. Brutal. I did not cry. Oh, yeah. All right.
Still not even a point.
Hey, I'm sorry that I'm sorry in Pennsylvania, the education systems are so bad. If it's a height as a 0.5, you can't go to a 0.75. You have to go either below or to a 0.5.
You're giving like 1.5 prong star. It's not even a full star we're asking for. You're giving this
somebody gave it an 11 and a 5+ like 3 times. I don't want to hear my grades being.
My daughter said the episode was her Christmas present. This is my Christmas present.
Good.
This is the best fun I've had all week.
Them killing me. All right, Jen.
Harsh at a 4.
Guys, I hope
and with all that love and all that turn into the dark side, we go to our ever shining light of hope, our only hope. Help us, Jen.
Real quickly, Jen will help us, but right after Jen gives that part of the review, before we do the second half, because I know we do so have some kids sometimes watching, we're going to do a little thing, and then we'll come back and we'll rank the after scene, okay? All right, Jen, give it to us.
Okay, so with it in mind, going to the season period, when we heard that in March they finished principal photography, I was like, okay, so this season isn't going to be like the first season. They had all the time that they needed. They could do rewrites, they could do reshoots. There's episodes that were longer than the other ones, and it's like, okay, cool. Going to the season, when I heard that, I'm like, you know what? Right away, I'm gonna just like lower my expectations. Right? They couldn't fully, even that guy getting 16 pages, like they couldn't go back and like try to redo these things. So I gave that almost like a pass. Like, okay, whatever we get, I'm just gonna watch it, have my adult beverage, and just like focus in on it. So saying that, when I watched this episode, the first scene, I loved it. I thought that one guy had a death wish because I was like, what is he doing? Like he's like mocking her. And then when he died, I was like, okay, like you don't mock Cara Dune. And then just following through the rest of the episode, from the cool bar fight scene to even when I love when they use that like wire that comes out of their wrist.
Tripwire.
Yeah. Like I really like when they use literally all their like the flamethrower back to back, and then like even like her saying like, man, if we would have fought like this before, the Empire never would have gotten Mandalore. And it's like,
yes.
And then again, it's weird because I didn't realize they were all women until they were in that hallway scene, and I was like, oh, they're all girls. I don't want to. I think someone's gonna die. Like, oh no! But I was fully immersed. Like, yes, it wasn't perfect, but I think like very few episodes or movies are like could have been better. Yeah, but at the end of the day, like I had a lot of fun visually. Like, okay, when the fighter came by, the person I was watching this with was like, "Who do you think it is?" And I'm like, probably Luke Skywalker. And she's like, how do you know that? I'm like, well, it's the fighter. And then she's like, well, other Jedi probably have, access. And I'm like, oh. And then, I mean, was I hoping for Cal? Yes. Like, I really wanted someone else, Ezra, Cal, like anybody else that we've seen in past like iterations. But when I saw the gloved hand, and then the flesh hand, I was like, okay, that's Luke. Like, that's it. I like that they tried to homage Rogue One. Was it 100%? When I watched it again, I was really excited in that moment. I was like, yeah. And then the Grogu scene, like him reaching for the helmet, and then you see like didn't take it off. Like that's when I got teary. Like I didn't cry, but my eyes got really teary. I was like, oh man, like this is it. Like he's saying goodbye to Grogu. he's going away. Like, and then when Bo-Katan got shot, I thought she was dead. And I was like, no, like she fell. I was like, oh no. But then later you see her pop up and I'm like, okay, so she's not dead. That's good. Because then I wanted to see her story with Din Djarin and the Mandalorians get their homeworld back. Like, that's where I still see this going. Like, that's what the third season's going to be, or depending what happens. Like, so all in all, long story short, I'm still going to give it a 5. I'm not going to do 5+. I'm not going to do beyond that. Like, could they have done better? Yeah. But I was in it the whole entire time. I had a lot of fun. I've rewatched it now just one other time. I think when you rewatch the whole entire season, like, and you compare it to the first one, there's going to be, I think this season only has going for it the added characters and where you see it going. I think if you graded them for writing and acting and directing, but it's still enjoyable. Like, it's still going to be a 5. Like, I'm still happy that they made it. I'm still happy. Like, out of this really shitty year, if this is what we got, like, it's better than no content. Like we got to come together and like see Star Wars and have the universe unfurl. Like, will they fix things? Yes. I think they also kind of, like, people are really, really happy, but I think they are smart enough to know what we have to fix. Like, and then, I mean, this whole Boba Fett thing with Mandalorian season 3, like, I'm hoping we still get more Din Djarin and we get more Bo-Katan and they kind of like flush that out. Cause yeah, 5. Sorry.
Hey, Jen, does this not make you want to see the gallery even more so? You know,
yes.
The after show? I want to see one of this episode.
Like, I don't know if they're going to have it. Because
no, they said Christmas Day they're going to release part of it. Yeah.
Because if you think about it, when they film that gallery, they're all on a table.
Yes. Yeah.
Not 6 feet apart.
Yeah, they said Christmas Day they're doing gallery. I don't know how many they're going to do, but I really want to see the gallery on this episode.
As long as they hold hands and sing Kumbaya on the table. 6. So, I'll give it a 6.
So, Jen, this is the thing. You when you were talking a couple times, you mentioned your roommate, and like, does your roommate you said she? So, does your roommate does she know a lot about Star Wars, or is she like new to Star Wars? Or
it's funny. So, like, when we were watching this, she was like, damn you. And I'm like, what? She's like, I know all this Star Wars stuff now. So I'm getting some of these references because of stuff you made me watch. And I'm like,
good. Corrupt the roommate. Good stuff.
I'm like, so are you liking it? And she's like, but she was, when she saw the fighter, she was like, oh, she figured another Jedi could also get the fight. I had to explain, like, I mean, I guess they could, but like, probably not. Like, we haven't really seen any other Jedi with that kind of a fighter.
It's true.
Besides like Luke. But yeah, it's also cool to like see her watch it. I think she liked Clone Wars season 7 a lot better than she did this last episode.
Hey, Marco, in your defense, I did watch it once with my wife, and she was like, oh, Luke is such a weenie.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you don't have to defend me, man. I know the truth. I'm neither the light nor the dark, man. I'm good with it.
Well, did you guys like how when Luke was going on the hallway scene, he did that behind the back blaster rivers? Like, it was cool to see some of his moves be Obi-Wan, Anakin, and I don't think any of them was Yoda, actually. But like, it was just cool to see him. And then even like the Force Crush. I know people were like,
it was very Anakin. Yeah.
No.
Okay. No, I'm saying
no.
I'm saying no because what Jedi said, because Jedi, a good fan, day one fan, and Solo, they're on the same process. Did you see what he said? He's like, hey, well, hey, look, yeah, the CG was also bad.
They're lucky.
Look, I mean, I'm not like Solo who will incorporate like their editing because look, they don't do reshoots, man. I get all that stuff. That's not even where I'm grading it, and I truly do believe. Shannon brought up something there too. I think that they're going to now. It's cool because we had talked in our personal chats. They have to get rid of Baby Yoda, Guru, whatever you want to call him, Goo Gaga. You had to get rid of him for a little bit.
It's not that hard.
You had to get rid of him a little bit because you have to go back and conquer Mandalore, right? Like that's the whole goal is to conquer Mandalore. And now we're going to have the fight where he's got to kill Bo-Katan because he's got to become the Mandalore, which is fine. Like I get it. My biggest question was to a couple people who were texting me, and I was like, they're like, I told you it was going to be Luke. And I was like, yeah, so are you happy it's Luke because you told me it was going to be Luke? Or are you happy it was Luke because they did like, I just don't see that. Like all the Star Wars stuff, reading the books and going through all the lore. And I get it. Like I'm way invested and I know everybody's not on that same level. I have no problem with it. Like don't get it twisted. But like that, even in that hallway, I mean, that's not somebody. I mean, yeah, my wife was the same way. A couple other people were like, it's not. He wasn't tough. Like it was literally, and not. It wasn't feeding to the lowest common. Go ahead, Sticks.
I wanted you to finish first before I talk.
I'm not saying it was going towards the lowest common denominator. What I'm saying is, at one point, Star Wars came out and said, "Look, we have a toxic fan base, and all they want to do is see Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, and that's it. They don't want to see anything." And what did they do at the end of this? They literally go like, and they're like, "We're never going to do that again. We're never. We know the movies failed. We're going to advance on it. We're going to get away from the Star Wars.
Skywalker.
Thank you. We're going to get away from it." And what did they do right here? They're like, "But here you go." And if you read the comics, like he almost died by Boba Fett accidentally blowing him up. He's not like. Go ahead. Now, like comics are fun. He's our guest. Let him go. Go.
Oh,
comics, yeah.
First thing I want to say, Rogue One didn't have Luke or Darth until the very end. Was Rogue One better because Darth Vader was at the end, or was the whole of the movie without Darth Vader still good?
Oh, still good, but
I think the answer to that's both. I think
right.
I think
right.
the movie. Look, I got really excited because I had already. We talked about this in a past episode. I'd already read Fallen Stars, so like to see all that stuff start to happen where they grown up. I thought they had done that's what I really liked about the new version of Star Wars is you could get and read the extra material, and then you didn't have to have it. You could take somebody who didn't and go to the movies, and the movies would still be good with them, and they could transition that. Like that's what I had. Even one of the biggest problems you always hear me saying is like, when do they have the books that come out after the movies? That last J.J. Abrams bomb, it was 3 months. That never happens. It comes out the week of to explain the inside of stuff. What I'm saying is that scene with Vader, though, Rogue One without that scene is good. It's a real good movie.
Yes.
Yeah, but that end scene is what tied and made all the fanfare of Rogue One.
You could cut that scene out. You could cut that scene out, and I'd still like Rogue One.
It's still a good movie without it.
You and me, a lot of the deeper diving fans, we knew that. We knew that storyline. We knew that that's what was coming. We knew what it was about. A lot of the people didn't understand that movie fully until they added that Vader scene. And that's when that's the moment that clicked for all of the lesser deep dive fans. And that's what really tied it in for them. And they were like, oh, okay, now I'm following the timeline. Now I'm following why this story is important and who these people really truly are. Now I know now the whole previous movie makes sense. I want to go back and watch it a second time because I have a better understanding.
But without Vader, say they hand the plans off to Leia, like little CGI Leia, would they still make that same connection?
Mm.
Yeah, do you need Vader or is just Leia?
No, you got
Leia have been enough without the Vader scene.
You didn't need to put the Vader scene in Rogue One to make that a great movie. That movie was good. It was really, really good, even without it. But then when you get that, it's like the last part of this, the after scene, where it was like, well, this wasn't good, but like the after scene was really good.
So Marco, are you saying it's fan service at the expense of the story, where Rogue One the story was great and they threw in fan service at the end?
Yeah, I think it was not only just fan service. I think whoever did that, like that's, in my opinion, that's Star Wars being done right. You focused on developing new characters, new storylines, going through. You were so tight with the timeline that you knew you had to add something. Instead of making it cheesy, you were like, "No, this is how it is." We all know what Luke is. Like everybody's like, "Oh, well, I wanted him to be good." Like he's not a tough character. He's not. He failed with raising his Leia. He tried to train her. That's why right now he's not supposed to be training anybody. Is because the year before he failed with Leia. He fails with Kylo Ren. He's always failing. He's never been it. That's his story. Like it or hate it.
He didn't fail with Leia.
In the EU?
He failed with Leia. He didn't fail with Leia.
But in the EU, like he was kind of a badass in the EU. Like he was like Jesus.
Oh, extended universe. No, I'm talking like now. He was. Yeah. No. That was post. Yeah. That was even the heir thing. He messed up because Leia was the one that has say of him when heir to the Empire and everything like that. Like he has had failures, but in this current canon, yes, he did. Leia was supposed to get trained. It didn't work out. It wasn't Leia's fault.
Yeah.
And then he decided that he wasn't going to train anymore, and he was going to go out there searching for temples. I know they made fun of me last time for that because then they're like, "Was he flipping temples like HDTV?"
So I was reading this interview with Jon Favreau, and it's a couple years old, about Tony Stark and how he never liked how Tony Stark was handled, and he actually referenced Luke Skywalker back then. And I don't know if this is official, but I thought he always had a problem with how Luke was handled. And I did feel like there was an apology Luke going on when they made him look like Vader and they made him look really tough. And I know it's been 4 years since Jedi, but I was kind of what Jen was saying about how he was fighting like Anakin and Vader. I was like, where the heck did he suddenly learn how to fight like a badass, right? He did not fight like that in Jedi or Empire Strikes Back. But
and that's just it. They never show it. Like we've all wanted the BA Luke. We all wanted Luke in the black.
Hey guys, I just want to do this real quick. We'll get back into this real quickly. I just want to do this for the holiday thing, just to put it out there. I want to send some pictures that we got sent in. These are some of our fans out there. They did a really good job. Evie, all them. That's great. This is Pete when he was a little kid.
I know it looks like a G.I. Joe picture, but there's Star Wars back there.
Believe it or not, this is Solo Wookiee getting rid of being called the
kid of the week.
The kid of the week.
That's actually
you a Spider-Man big wheel.
Yeah, that's in North Dakota, and that is actually I was the very first one that ever was to be printed. And they ran this series in the newspaper. This is how old this picture is. You could print pictures of kids, tell their parents' names and their addresses.
Also, North Dakota small. One more Solo because he's talked about this in past things. That was him getting in it. I love the shag carpet.
That's a great set too.
Jen didn't send anything in because she just was like, "No, I'm not going to do that." So thanks for being a party pooper. This is one of my brothers, and this is my dad, who unfortunately has passed away a long time ago.
Wow, he looks a lot like you, Marco.
Thanks. Thank you. He was quite the guy, and he had known that like Star Wars, so he baked the cake out of the mold, and I still have the mold up there for that. And my birthday is around the time of the holidays, so sometimes my family, we had to celebrate birthdays and holidays together. So it is around the holiday time because you can see the Christmas stuff in the background. We didn't bake a Vader cake for Christmas, people. Technically, the birthday's around that time, so we did that. And then I'm not going to tell you exactly how old my kids are, but here we go. This is them when they were 2. Of
That's really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, they own a land speeder. So we want to share that for some of our fans. I know there's other people putting it in. Obviously,
get the hover technology into that. That's pretty.
Yeah. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate that it's not just the thing where it's a bunch of old guys or women sitting around, that you get your whole family involved watching some of our stuff. So we do. Now put them to bed, because all you people that were crying, this is all I have to say about you about Luke. Y'all are basic fans. This is what y'all get graded to. You're basic. You're basic. I was gonna give this episode this right here too, by the way, but I thought
stupid is no way to make a Star Wars episode.
Right. So I just want to do that real quickly. We will hit up this later on. The show's going to go a little bit longer as long as comics.
We doing our Monty Python intermission?
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of intermission, so we could get back to it. I know you guys had a lot of things going on with that, or we could get back to grading the second half, because the second half, the post-scene credit. Look, this is the problem too that I have. This is not Marvel, right? Like that's why I didn't like the Iron Legion. Like I don't like these things. I don't like the post-credit scenes. I don't like that. But guys, with that being said, 313. Ooh, this was good.
Mm-hmm.
First off, if you thought Boba Fett gained weight, what the heck happened to Bib Fortuna?
Dude, he's all with Dallas. He has all his food, right?
Exactly. That is just a That's like a Burger King, that Jabba's palace, man. It is not good.
Wait, is this the first time that we're actually seeing that Jabba sitting on a throne?
You mean Bib sitting on the throne?
No. Jabba was always in that spot, but he was so big.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't even a throne.
No,
It wasn't a
throne
throne
there.
underneath all of that.
Yeah,
underneath, yeah.
That's a good question.
And then, of course, he took it over. You get what's her name there?
And they already cooked all the little animals in the first season, so he didn't have the little guy with him.
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb, yeah.
So, I mean, hey, let's go back through it, man. That post-credit scene, now we can give it out. Like, what did you think about the post-credit scene? You can give it all the way up to 10.
Now Marco, one question about grading this. Are we grading it for the merits of just the scene?
We're grading it on. If you don't give this a 10, you might get kicked off the show.
No. But I want to be clear. This is it. You're grading the scene as a merit or what they're doing with the future of the show, because those are two different things.
I'm doing it with, if you were like me and people were texting you at 3:00 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and you were texting back and forth, and you let the credits run, and then all of a sudden you threw your phone to the ground and was like, "Nah," and watch this. What did you like? Christmas? You opened that first gift. What did you think of this gift? That's it. Not what the future brings. Not anything else. What did you just think of this first gift? Solo, we'll go around the horn. Solo goes first. We'll go Solo, Pete, Jen, Leaky, Stick Boy, and then we'll come back to me. Go ahead, Solo.
All right. So the first time I watched it, I was going to be late for work, so I didn't even get to watch all the credits. So I watched the episode, and then it was like, oh, I got to go. So I turned it off, went to work, and then Marco and I were talking. And he's like, oh, but the post scene and the post credits. And I'm like, dude, I didn't get to finish. And he's like, you what? And so I came home, later that day, and I watched it again and watched all the post credits and watched them fit an X-Wing into a hole that barely fit TIE fighters. And then, it was like, I don't know. It changed. It was great. It was terrible and wonderful all at the same time, which this whole episode for me was really wonderful and really terrible, especially like when I saw Luke. But
hold on.
When I saw
the post-credit scenes right now, because I want to pay attention.
When I saw Boba come in Jabba's palace and exploded Bib Fortuna sitting in the chair, and it was cool to see the production that they still had for the accuracy of Jabba's palace. Like, they did a really, really good job making it pinpoint accurate, which I would expect nothing less because they have so much information and detail already. But to see them on the new stage, be able to rebuild that scene from the old, stuff that they had from the movies, it was really cool because I was looking, me, I was looking for details all over that. Like, did they miss the heads on the front of the pedestal where Jabba sat? Did they miss, all that stuff? And it was really, really accurate. So I mean, I got to give it a 5 because it just, the way that it sat, the way that it was.
Wait, we're grading on a scale of 10. We're grading on a scale of 10.
I give it a 10 then. Because it was amazing. They did a really, really good job. I'm sad to see them end the way they did. The way they ended it was kind of, I'm sad to see them end Mandalorian the way they did and then just kind of roll it into the next one and have him popping up all over. I think it's a bad move, but, I'm not in charge, so they didn't ask.
Glad to see. Hey, good, great 10. Glad to see that they're taking some of it on Solo now. Jen, we lost Pete for a second. I think we're gonna get him back here. Unfortunately, he got deactivated. He might have been frozen. But go ahead.
Like that what's her name? Finnick?
Yeah.
And Ming-Wen. Yeah, I really love that she's kind of like she's his hired muscle, like almost. Like, I know that she owes him a life debt, but I thought it was cool that she came in, took them all out, and then she's the one that freed that slave. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I like that. Like, she didn't kill her. But I really thought that when Boba was on top of the grate that he was gonna hit it, and then he didn't. and then he just shot him, and I was like, oh man, why didn't he hit it for him to go down? I mean, he would have had his jetpack, so. But 10, like where we see this going, I'm like, man, Marco was right. We should have done 1313 a while ago, like because it's playing right into that. And then I got a little bit sad because I was like, oh shoot, is season 3 of Mandalorian going to be the Book of Boba Fett? Like, because now I'm kind of confused if we're going to get both or just one. Okay, so like that's where I was like, oh man, but I was excited. And then also I caught real quick. I thought the Book of Fett would have been like a more concise. But I guess Boba Fett, because people know.
I agree with you. I like Fett. Just lose the Boba.
Yeah.
Fett would be better.
Okay, couple points. I just added a picture in there. Pete, funny adding intermission. Welcome back. Jen, I actually remember that about the concept because I heard somebody explain kind of, and it could be a deep fake because of how they have it. But right now, they do actually they're already shooting Boba Fett, and they actually have 2 different schedules. So they have a shooting Boba Fett, and they have a writing session going on.
Get 2 next year?
Well, so we might. Just if it's December, we might, because they actually are in the writing sessions for Mando 3. That doesn't mean they're starting to shoot it. That just means they're casting for it. They signed everybody up for it. They're getting everything in line. They're in pre-production. Pre-production can take a while, especially in our current time situation. So we could get
They said Christmas 2021, Mando 3 is coming out. I thought that was on the Disney Facebook.
Yeah, but what happens if it doesn't? What happens if it comes out in January? Are you really that upset about what the difference between the 2 are?
But we get 3 at the same time. Woof.
Yeah, but it's confusing if they were to say that during the Disney investor thing, saying Mando 3, December 2021, but then you say, hey, Book of Boba Fett, December 2021.
Yeah.
Like, which one?
What? Yeah. So that's it. Jen, for you, because you want a little. Oh, you got 10. I know.
Yeah, you threw down 10.
Because you want a little 1-3-1-3. I'll give everybody a little teaser on what we're going to talk about. It sure does look like a male version of Fennec, doesn't it? A little bit of cybernetics in there. A little bit of a rifle. Definitely a sniper. Pretty cool. I'd enjoy it. All right.
It doesn't look Asian to me, though.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Pete, you just got skipped. All right. Big boy.
You said me.
Wait, real quick. Did you guys notice that the only person that was Caucasian in the last episode was Luke Skywalker?
Yes. Yes.
He wasn't real.
I really don't. I was too busy taking a bath as everybody was.
That was like it was so interesting how diverse that cast was, and it didn't hit me until like after, and then I was like, "Holy crap!" I didn't even realize it until someone said something, and I was like,
To be honest, I didn't think all that.
Women and only Caucasian. That was like the most diverse show ever, and it didn't feel like it at all.
Exactly.
Well, you know what they should have done? They should have got rid of the Caucasian, and it would have been a better.
Well, they did. The 2 guys in the beginning. They got shot.
All right. Hey, comics are fun. The best mug I've ever seen before. Give it to us. You get to give up to 10. What do we got?
All right. So, like Wookie, I missed out on the after credit because I was on my way to work. So I didn't even know about it until like later in the day because I don't get social media while I'm at work. So I got home, I watched it again, and that's when the post-credit scene comes. I was like, where did this come from? I didn't see it earlier. Like, so now I'm assuming that they've started filming Fett. This must have been filmed after, and they added it in because that set had to been built on its own. It wasn't something they just threw together during the Mandalorian. That's going to be a stand. That's going to be a stand. It's going to be in the Fett show. It's not going to be something they just throw in there just for craps and giggles, So I liked it. I'm giving it a 10. Why wouldn't I give it a 10?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give that a 10. I think this is the salvation probably for this because Pete, go ahead. Give us what
I'm
you
not
got.
giving it a 10.
What?
I did enjoy it, but you stretch the the field goal down to it's 10 points now. Like you to give a 10 out of 10 is going to be a lot for me, even as much as I like to be positive. I did enjoy it. I'm not going to say I didn't, but it still was a little just all right. I got it. There was only like 6 people in that entire room. They didn't give me a nice full room of Jabba's palace that was pumping and jumping. Where was Max Rebo's band? I don't know. I wanted to see them.
They were on the ship.
Same song. I wanted to see some. I don't know. Like, give me a little more. I don't even know where they would fit in that room.
But who survived?
They were on the.
Remember that thing went down,
special.
right?
That's true. That is true.
So it's
That
like,
is
who
true.
survived? And I was surprised even he survived. I'm like, did he just jump ship when like Luke showed up? It's like,
oh, he was back in the palace already.
Oh.
No, I did enjoy it. I like the callback to it, but yeah, it was short. It is what it was. And again, I think 8 out of 10 is still good. I'm not giving it 10 just because I wasn't wowed by it. I was surprised. I enjoyed it, but nothing in it like wowed me in the sense like I couldn't believe my eyes. Like it was just more of, oh, that's awesome. But I still think it's a very good score.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was your score again? Hey, okay, we got it. You got it.
5.
A bad connection.
You got it. 8. Hey, Leaky, give it to because I have to give the last one here. So, Leaky, give it to us. Tell us what the score is.
Right. I'm gonna say you had me at hello with this scene, right? And what I mean by that is the scene itself is a 10. I liked it. I loved it. It was awesome. It was all that. As soon as Book of the Fett showed up, and I realized what Stick Boy said, this set's from another show. I was like, if there was any doubts that this is not the Marvel Universe, all those doubts should be gone. They are recreating the Marvel Universe down to the post-credit scene from a show that, all the post-credit show scenes in Marvel were scenes from other movies that they teased you with, which actually I'm okay with. But man, I'm getting nervous how thin they're stretching this, right? I mean, gosh, oversaturation. Then I'm a little worried. But hey, I'll take all the Star Wars I can get. I'll take it. I'm just a little apprehensive. And I hated the name Book of Boba Fett. Just call it Fett, man. What that Book of Boba Fett?
Okay, well, there's a couple things with that, and we just shot it, and we're releasing in 2 weeks is the Book of Hondo. You've also got the Bounty Hunter book. You also had Jabba Fett's book. So, like, that's kind of a theme. Oh, and you've got the journal from Obi-Wan's journal. So, like, I see where they're going with that. What'd you give it? I'm sorry, Leaky. I shouldn't have.
Oh, I gave it a 10 because Boba Fett's using Jabba's palace as his base of operations. That's freaking fantastic. That means more Tatooine, and you guys know how I love Tatooine.
Yeah, you love Tatooine. He's doing an MOC. Check it out. We got links down there. He does speed builds on it, especially if you have kids. It's great to watch it. Also, it gets them into building Legos more often than not, so it's pretty cool. Obviously, we've rustled some feathers saying that Luke is like the 7th best character overall in the original trilogy.
It's just wee business.
What's that? Oh, sorry, I have ruffled some feathers. Hey, it's not my fault. You guys didn't go to the stores and buy Luke off the pegs either.
They just made too many Lukes. You guys.
Right here, I bought one. I did my duty.
Luke. Yeah,
it was clearance. That's how you buy Luke Skywalker on clearance. You buy
that's
him on
ceremonial outfit. He didn't do anything.
No, you can always buy Luke on clearance. Hey,
that is his worst outfit.
Luke is a lot. Luke is a lot like his fan.
And they robbed Chewie of that award, so please don't hold that back up again.
All right, hey, but this is
ceremony was trash.
Look, you had him come in, you had him look sweet. The paint job was rocking. You had her drinking afterwards. The out. I've been preaching 1313 in the underworld. I want to see it. I want to see some Dengar. I want to see some villainy, some scoundrels. I love it. You're right. I didn't even think about what Stick Boy was saying. But dude, that's a whole new scene. And like now he is the godfather of the underworld. Like that's really cool. I may if I didn't pay so much for otter cases and that type of, I've been talking about those, man.
That's why.
Yeah, I've been talking about them, man. Especially those photo covers, which is unfortunate because I wanted a couple more. But listen, if I didn't pay so much for otter cans, I'd have a broken phone and broken tablet because I just was like, boom, it's game over. That's why I had to rank it separately, dude. It's not even a 10. It's a 20. It is a 10. Who said it? What person did this? Where are they? Find them in the comments real quickly because somebody graded this right. Gonzo did. Right there. That's what that is. I'm adding pluses for every plus that's been added in here. So let's see how many pluses we got. 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus. We got 11.
Up the scoring system to a 10 where it suits you, and add pluses on top of that.
Hey,
which won't even go with a half a point score.
I'm going to give the main show a 0.25, but 10 plus for the end. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
listen,
go ahead.
That's everything I wanted.
You give poor Jen crap for giving her pluses, and then you give pluses. What the heck is that?
Amen, Sticks boy.
Hey.
That's the double standard, brother.
It is. It's 100%. No, I got no shame in my game, bro. It is 100% double standard. Yes, I've been getting it with pluses all the time, 11s from someplace. I've had to put up with it all season long. This is it, dude. I'm getting a bunch
off. No, but here's a serious question for you guys. Who is the showrunner of Book of Fett? Who's writing it? Who's making? I don't know.
The guy. I hope it's the guy that did episode 15. Like
Rick
yeah, I can't say his name.
Yeah, he's done a lot of good episodes so far. That Boba Fett, he understands the bounty hunters very well. In my opinion, he could mess it all up. Anybody can mess it all up.
Do we know though who it is yet?
No, they haven't let all the stuff go yet.
Well, they didn't even tell us during. I mean, I guess it would have ruined this end scene, right? If they would have done it during the Disney meeting.
Not the Bring It On guy. The Bring It On guy needs to stop doing stuff like Ant-Man's the 9th best Marvel movie, and Luke Skywalker's the 9th best original trilogy character. Right?
I thought he was 7th. Like 2 minutes ago, he was 7th.
Lost 2 rankings because he's losing points. Go ahead.
Jim Fortuna is above him now.
You made him laugh so hard he couldn't even get his point across. Comics are fun. Get it.
No, I think it was done, but you know.
All right.
It is what it is, I guess.
That's cool. JJ Maxwell brought up so there is a curse. We'll talk about that. We'll release that probably after New Year's. Well, if we can get stuff edited, go ahead.
Or if we do a great job filming it Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, no, look at the face. No, we do. Hey, listen, time out. Like, we have family stuff. Okay, here, and we got a lot of other stuff. We do really appreciate everything. We appreciate all the attention you guys give us. We appreciate all the hanging out. I mean, it's like one big family, right? Like, Stick Boy hit me up, like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" I was like, "Hey, you want to come on the show, man?" Like, it really is that cool. Like, I enjoy hanging out and talking to everybody. This is just fun. In this bad time with everything that's going on, I know people. That's why when people started telling me like, "Hey, dude, we all weren't crying because we cry at TV shows. We were crying because like it's been a rough year, man." Like, okay, that almost made me cry, right? Like that did. Like, man, I hear it out there, and like I'm just breaking some balls with it. But like, I do appreciate everybody. I appreciate you guys having a good time out there in the chat. I appreciate everything everybody does, and I appreciate that this did bring joy to people's face. Star Wars for everybody. This part wasn't for me, but as long as it brought a little bit of joy to people, man, I really do appreciate it. So I appreciate that. With that being said, me and Paul are very dedicated to the holidays coming up, and we have a lot of stuff that we how do you say it, Paul? Nicely. We have a lot of commitments that we can't get away from. So that's just the way it is. I'm a Catholic, and that takes priority. My family and that my religion takes priority over everything else. So we won't be doing a lot of work. You won't see us a lot of live going on for the rest of this. But hey, with that being said,
I took off the next 2 days.
Nice. Oh, and by the way, I hear that somebody's got some skills at digging comics, and they might be trying to come to my neck of the woods. We'll see if we can make it work and try to show me a thing or two. So we'll see.
Coming to town, Jen?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Got to do it lunch.
We'll talk about it off air. We might not have time because if you watched Mayhem, there's a shady spot that I went to. We might try to just go to it again.
So I'm coming to Chicago in June. And
you are?
I need a tour guide for Brick World.
Nice.
I'll be there too then because I told him I'd go with him. Last Marco. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Take you to the truck.
No. Whoa. Stop. You guys don't. That's not how that's supposed to sound. What they're talking about a buyout of a comic book store that's in like a semi, not like yeah. Okay. Whoa. No.
Over there. No.
It is
right down there.
All right. Hey, guys, I promised it. I don't even know how to do it. I'm going to start giving away. Are we still talking or do we want to give away some stuff?
Oh, giveaway.
You want me to give away stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Pete, this is what I'm going to let you do. Pete, you got control over something. Go to the comments. Zing, zing, zing. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Up and down. All right. Do you want me to stop at any?
Yeah, just stop. It doesn't matter if you look or not. I'm giving the stuff away.
I'm not looking, and I click something. What I click?
Oh, Michael Palmer. All right, Michael Palmer. This is your choice.
So my eyes were closed, so
I should have commented.
We're gonna keep giving this away. We're out. You can choose whatever you want. You have to. Hey, Pete. You gave the little thing, so they have to hit me up in the emails or the Instagrams.
Which one do you want? Do you want the email or the Instagram?
Give them both. They can get rid of either one. I don't check them regularly. If you didn't watch Comic Mayhem, let me get this comment down.
Yeah, get the comment out.
Get this comment down and then put it back up. If you didn't check, the mail service is terrible, so you're not going to get these till after the New Year's. I don't want to hear about it. It's free anyways, so stop. Like, I don't want your crying. Okay, I will call you out if you do cry. So there is the Gmail. Hit them up with the Instagrams. You can also get a hold of me on the Instagram.
Put it in the middle if that helps.
Yeah, that's good.
And here's the Instagram too.
Yeah, the Nordstrom Rax pants. Okay, that's hilarious. Don't do that. My wife watches this show. She's gonna be so mad that I already got those pants messed up, bro. Are you kidding me? I didn't get them messed up, hon. I there's a trick to getting the blood out of them. All right, so we have an Ahsoka toy. We have one of these. We also have because it's the Mandalorian show. We've got the Mandalorian Lego Builder box.
Nice.
We have got, I gave this because this is one of the favorites of the house, is the Cardinal. I know you can't get these. These are going for an all right price. Cardinal, pretty big minty box. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, we're going to actually do comic packs too, because I hate mailing stuff at once. I like to do flat rate. So we have got, and these were originally put out like this before stuff started heating up. And when stuff didn't, they mainly a test. You get to choose, Michael. You're the first choice, whatever you want. The first choice you could do, comic pack number 1, is first Yeddle on a cover.
Why don't we let you be big? There we go.
First Yeddle on a cover.
Now put this down here.
Number 6. That's a good book.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get K2SO because that's coming up. We talked about all those. That's pack number 1. Pack number 2, because he didn't show up, but he should have. First Boss. We throw in. We're throwing in a little bit of. Oh yeah. So then you could either go. And then these, because we know that they're going to do what's the one they're going to do?
The Bad Batch.
They're doing Bad
Batch. And we think because of one of the characters that might be in it. Or number 3. Okay. 3 got out of hand. Oh, wait. Yeah. We're going to switch that up. No, that's the variant for Bad Batch. That's all right. We'll do this because this was the original pile, so I'll do it like the original pile. You get one of these, or because they're doing the journal, you get the variant for the journal, which, by the way, this was the Troop 99 variant too. That's a variant. Okay,
yeah, that's a variant. That's right.
Okay, or this is group number 3, or you get one of these.
Ooh,
it was in there. I can't take it out, man. I cannot take it out. So once again, you could get one of those 3 packs. Michael, you need to tell us in the comments what you want. Is he still in here? Hopefully, he's still in here. This isn't going to work if he isn't. Michael, are you still in here?
I'm not seeing a recent comment.
Wait,
no, 10:45. What time is it? Yeah, 10:47. There he is.
10:47. Sorry, daughter was talking.
Does group 3?
So Michael, it's all right. You want group 3? Okay. Group 3. Send me in. You are group 3. Oh, I'm really bad at this. I didn't mark anything down. I can rewatch what you want. So this is what he won. So if I just have to check it, he got the X-Wing Squadron. I'm not saying this.
I'll bring it up large again.
It's a pretty clean book. I'm not checking it out. I can't see a color break. Can you see? I'll put it up by the black light. I don't see too much color breaking in there. I'm not saying it's a 9.8. I'm just saying what it is. You get this, and you get this. Make sure you hit us up at the Gmail or something else. I will send those out. I'm not even going to the post office. If you didn't watch Motor MCM, you can understand why I'm not going to the post office. I love postal workers. I'm not going to the post office till January. I'm just saying. Make sure you tip those people too. All right. Where's that? Where's the?
You need a sticky note for that.
No. This is all taped. I'll reshoot it. I'll rewatch it later. All right. Yeah. Well, whatever. Okay. Pete, do it again. Roll.
Again? Roll. All right.
Yeah. We're gonna keep going.
Wait. Why don't you say what you're going to give away next?
No, they get to choose.
Yeah.
All right.
If they're not here, they don't get it, man. You gotta watch the show, bro. They're all here. Look at how many people are here. I want to give it to the people that show up every week. Pete, stop. Please stop. Who do you got?
I thought I clicked something.
Oh, jeez. This is going well.
Here, I'll just do it manually like that. Oh,
you can't win twice. Go again. Let's go again. Keep going.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm scrolling. I'm not looking. There. I forgot I got a touch screen. I can just do that.
You went boom. Okay. Somebody say his name for me. All right, here we go.
Joe's Doolin.
Joe's Doolin. All right.
What are they doing?
Joe's, are you in there? Hey, what's going on, you? Joe's, are you in there?
Yeah, he just commented a second ago.
Did he?
I don't know. When was that from? I scrolled too far. That was 10:34. That wasn't that long ago.
10:47. He said his Christmas gift is Marco's mispronunciations.
All right, we're gonna go back through it. Unless you remember it.
Oh, there he is.
He's there. Unless you remember it, we're gonna go back through it. Do you know
here?
Okay. Here we go. We got Ahsoka. One of these thingies. They're cool, especially the kids. Great. We have one of these, which is the builder pack for the Mandalorian. Both had something to do with it. I wasn't going to give you a Clone Wars one. Sorry, not giving those away tonight. We have Cardinal, like that trooper. That's cool. We have pack number. We're going to call this pack number 2, which has got the variant for the
any comic pack.
Yeah,
They're
comic
pretty
pack
cool.
number 2. What do you say?
Any comic pack.
Which one do you want? 2 or 1? You want comic pack number 2?
Say 2.
Or
You got some shipping to do.
that's fine. Or do you want comic pack number 1? That's fine. No, he's not from Australia. The other guys, Joe said it. That's Australia.
Yep.
Comic pack number 2. So he picked this one. Very good pick.
Yeah, that's good.
That's him.
Good
Comic
pick.
pack number 2. He gets the variant. He gets this one.
And then Voss.
Oh, first Voss. Look at that. That's a
Yeah.
sleeper, dude. That is a
Yeah.
sleeper. Let me look at these real quickly in the black light. Looking good. Look, if they come damaged, I can't help that, dude. Let me. Oh, look at this. Is you sure I should give this one? That's clean.
Don't take taxes.
That's clean. That's clean. All right, you're doing good. Make sure you hit me up at the Gmail or the whatever else. Hopefully, the shipping. I send everything priority box anyways because whatever, man. I'll take care of it at the new year. Don't worry about it. I promise I have you taken care of. Pete, let's roll it through again, or are we going to talk about something else, or we can keep rolling? Because we can keep going until we're done. As long as you guys are good with it.
It's up to you guys. I can do it again.
Do it.
Roll it again. Let's roll. No,
I'm
you're
not-
definitely. Hey, you're good. We're good,
I'm
man.
not looking.
We're good. We're good.
No, no.
Yeah, we're good.
How do I keep doing that?
No, I did that. That was me. I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry. My bad. You're not even looking. Go. Stop. Oh, you said
Australia.
Australia. All right, Australia. Come on, dude.
Put another shrimp on the bobby.
All right, how expensive is this going to be for me? All right.
Well, depends what you send them, right?
Depends on what he wants.
Mute.
You're on mute,
There we go.
Marco.
Oh shit. Sorry, I'm chewing ice. All right, do you want me to run back through it? Everybody's laughing, dude. Everybody's laughing.
Yeah, that's well, is that Joe Lols or Joe LOLs? I don't know what that would be.
It was Joe. It was the
Joe
guy from
Lawrence
Australia. Go
third.
back up. Go back up. It was this guy from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's he at? Are you in there?
just was
Uh-oh.
10:50.
3 minutes.
I'm getting
Joe
told I'm
Lawrence.
off the rails at this point. Thank you very much. The yins are going crazy.
Yeah. Somebody in here trying to sneak in to get a surprise.
Dude, you have a package coming already. It's just stuck in Detroit.
Indiana Northwest Territory was his territory. So
I've got a lot of money stuck at if any of you out there work at either the Allen Park Distribution Center or the Detroit Greater Distribution Center, please get that stuff out. Please. I know y'all are overworked, but please, man, we're dying here. He thinks I'm funny. Tell her thank you. Tell her I love her and I miss her too. She was a little baby first time I met her in a bar, by the way, because that's how they do it in Pittsburgh. All right. We're going to give him, unfortunately, we're going to give Australia one more minute here. Put his name back up there.
I'll put it back up. This
Put it
was
back
the one
up.
I think I picked yellow.
Out of the 4?
Okay, for those people that don't know, last night those guys got me talking about I had just come in for shipping. There's a lot of money in comic books sitting right now and in mailing places. And then they asked me if I was mad at the USPS, and I'll tell you I'm not. I'll tell you that I tip my USPS postal workers, both of them that come by my house, and also the people that work at my local post office. And it's not their fault. Do not get mad at your postal workers. They do an exceptional job. Be good. Are you there? Is he here?
I don't see him, but I think what we should do is, just like the NFL draft, his timer ran out, so we'll go to the next person. If he comes in before we're done.
Like 1 more minute.
That's all right, Eric. If it's $27, it is. No. We've given him enough time. He's got the extra minute. We put the rules up there. That's a good idea. He can still come back.
I'm just saying the next person can pick first. Whoever wins next gets to pick first.
Pete, that's a good rule.
NFL draft style.
Okay.
All
right. Nice Sweet Home Alabama reference, Shannon Fisher.
Yes.
All right. So
Marco, I do have some physical media and some action figures to throw in for people if you want.
Oh, they're doubling it up. Santa Claus is coming even earlier. All right. We're gonna post them up now. It's going crazy. Listen, he is not shipping to Australia. You cannot choose his stuff to go out. Hawaii's fine because it's US shipping. It's a weird thing how that works. I will ship to Australia any of my stuff. He will not. Okay, let's go. Let's round him out. Pete,
tell me when to stop.
Stop. All right, this show is
Shannon Fisher.
The yids. All right, Shannon, I know you're in there. This is what we could do. You can get this. Okay, you can get this. The comic book pack number 3. Stick Boy, do you want to throw some stuff in?
Yeah, I can show you what I got.
Coming into the stream too.
Wait, what was the comics that are left?
Oh, the comics that he's not going to want that. I know this guy. Actually, You know what? We're.
Are you going to make him have the comics?
He can get this. You can get any of these.
Shannon, get the comics and send them to your good old pal Solo Wookie.
You can get any of these 3 comics.
I'll pay for shit.
Mike. Merry Christmas.
Hey!
This show's out of hand. All right, Sticks, go ahead.
A lot of people on the screen. Sorry, I'm late.
No, we're good. Sticks, what do you got?
So for physical media, I have a few of the VHS 3 packs of the original trilogy.
Nice.
Wait, what?
I've got one of these.
Non-special edition, folks.
Okay.
I
original Ewok song.
Oh, I want
special edition VHS.
I also have widescreen.
Widescreen.
Oh.
I also
Wait, how
have
to comment in chat?
I also have the.
I remember that one too.
I don't know, but I have that one still.
Edition. And I have one set here. I'm gonna hold that to last.
All right, we're good. Yeah. Okay. So what do you want? Shannon says he wants the Lego set.
Hey, hold on. I'm not done, buddy.
Oh, whoa! He's still going. Give him more. He's still going.
Oh, he's got the Santa hat on. He's Father Christmas.
Back your truck up.
Backing it up.
So I got some action figures.
Oh, get out of here!
Wow, nice.
Hey, I'm putting my name in. Oh wait, no, this doesn't look it.
We were talking about Rogue One. I got some Rogue One figures.
What's going on?
Some Rogue One figures.
Look at that.
Got some more Rogue One figures and
What
is going on?
Great.
I got
Great. Look at this.
Jen, stop commenting. You cannot win your part.
Jen, do you need one of these?
I mean, I need to. I've been trying to find a VHS player.
Okay, yeah, I actually, you have to find. I'll just say, you have to find the original ones. You have to find the right VHS player for that.
Because that's what I heard too. That like, if you get like a newer VHS, they can like ruin the old tapes or something. So
you guys are you're getting a mug, Jen.
Okay.
I'll throw in one of these for you and a VCR.
Oh!
It's Christmas. It is Father Christmas.
Christmas.
And
that's huge. A working VCR.
Hold on. Let's go. Go.
I got some peg warmers for Marco.
Yeah.
With Force Link.
Woo. Oh,
that's what I got.
Okay, so Shannon.
Oh, Jesus!
Did you guys hear what Entertainment Earth did on Valentine's Day?
I did not. No, I did not.
A dozen roses for $20, and it was Rose Tico figures, 12 of them.
Oh.
What?
Good, I like that.
So clever.
Okay, Shannon, choose it. Are you still with the Legos, or did you want something else? Shannon,
He said he wanted the Legos.
Legos is going to him.
All right. I got one Lego hot late breaking news. Do not run. Don't walk. Run to Walmart right now. The 501st Battle Pack is going for $24
Hey,
at Walmart.
not in the middle of our show, bro. Do it at the end. Do it at the end. All right. Wow, this is turning into an even longer show, but I love it. Let's go. Pete, roll it again. Pete, roll it again.
Oh, I'm going again? All right.
Wait, time out. We're taking a break. Mike, since Mike's joined us, since he's back in, so we're doing good. Mike, we got to get your grades real quickly. Throw it down. We need season 4. I will go over the grades so far of what everybody grade, or the last episode. I will give you grades real quickly of the last episode, what happened, what occurred on the last episode, what everybody gave it. I'm going to need your grade for the actual 42 minutes, and then just the episode, and then you can give the grade out of 10 for the back part. You can grade on 5. Solo gave a 4. Sticks gave it a 4.5. Jen gave it a 5. Leaky gave it a 4. I gave it a 0.25. Pete gave it a 4. I was only allowed to give it a 5. I was only allowed to give it a 0.5. You are allowed to give it 5 fulls. Mike, what do you have on the episode?
I gotta say, I'm giving it a 5. I'm Jen on this. I had that same little kid feeling of just awe-inspired amazingness. Jen, I'm with you. It's a 5.
All right, now what about the extra scene? You could give it all the way up to 10. We've gone off the rails with that too. What else? What else can you give on the?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's a 10, and it was so much of a 10. It was so much of a 10 that I bought bobaspalace.com.
Dude, it's cool. Yeah. It's good.
So I swear to God, if you go to bobaspalace.com, all it's going to do is move you to jobaspalace.com, which is also my site, but it's soon to be changed, under construction.
Well, yeah, no, that's cool. I really thought it was cool. All right, but let's get back to the Christmas giveaway, because that's what they all came for. Or no, they came to hear. They came to
hear the review, but we did that part.
Yeah, they came to kill me, which they've already done. So let's finish off Christmas here. Run it through.
Help yourself with the 0.25, by the way.
And look, it was already pre-graded. I couldn't give it more than a point.
You could have stuck with the 5 then. You could have stuck with the 0.5. You decided to stick it in and twist it with the 0.5 at that point.
They don't come here for lies. They come for the truth. Okay?
It was a conscious decision on your part.
Anyway. It was. It was a review. Okay. Pete, roll it again. Let's go.
I'm not working.
You tell them to stop. Tell them when to stop.
No whammies.
All right. Give it, Pete. What do we got? Oh, I love you, bro. All right. Darth Lopez. Do we need to go through everything? Probably we do. Darth Lopez, do you know what you want?
And you guys can see my eyes are away from the screen, and I have a touch screen.
Who cares? We're giving away free stuff. If people complain about it, they don't have a nice Christmas. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Look. Lopez, where you at?
I'm just going off of the coincidence of us hitting up Australia after joking about it.
Geez. Yeah.
And I find it.
We got to keep bringing him back because he can still come in. He's still on the clock. John Z he wants John Z autograph. John Z's not going to give him an autograph. I already talked to John Z about that. If that's really all you want, I will see what I can do, because I actually owe John Z some books. Lopez, what else is it? Do you want us to go through it? Lopez, come on. All right, here we go.
What are the options? Well, we got your options, but
boom. Yeah, we got to go back through Styx' options, because Styx got a bunch of stuff.
Craziness. I don't know how we can list all that. It's different pieces. Oh wait, let me go back.
Yes, what?
Are we doing these in like?
Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2. You want Thrawn? He wants Thrawn. He wants the pack with Thrawn in it.
Good call.
Yep.
Lopez, I already have your address. We are giving you the Thrawn pack of comics. Whew, okay, let's roll it again. Good. I'm clearing stuff out.
All right.
Somebody else call it for Pete because he just keeps rolling it.
And now.
Nope, you don't get a second one. Nope.
I'm not going to scroll again, though. I'm just going to point the screen again.
Put the one guy up that missed. Let's see if he's there. Let's give him.
I can't do that.
No, Jen, you can't win.
I'm blindly just pointing at the screen.
No, you got it's the same two people.
All right, I got to roll it again. Apparently, the screen has too many people who've already won. I'm just stopping on my own.
No.
Oh yeah, I don't even have that guy anymore. No, he lost his chance. Too many.
Was that Thundar?
Thunder. Yep. That's good. Let's see if this works. It does work. Thundar. Okay.
Lords of Light.
What do we got here? We got this. We got this. Then six. Go. What do you got? Let's see what he got. Yep. All the any of those that you want.
You want me to go through the action figures again?
Yeah. Do you want? Cool. I'm here. Okay. Do you want him to go through the action figures? Get him in big screen, please. Somebody.
Who am I getting? Oh, big screen. I got you. Hold on. There we go.
Boom. One set. Pick one.
No, you're not getting the location of the truck.
Boom.
Thunder says he's taking one of your toys, Marco.
Hey, do you have kids or not? Thunder kids or not?
And the pegworms.
Oh, I love the pegworms. Getting.
Whoop.
You said pick one of the toys, Marco.
Grandkids. All right, so there you go. I'll put you up. We got no sound, Marco, but we got you up on the big screen.
How old are the grandkids? Do you mind telling us the rough age? Greg. Well,
right?
This is what you get. Don't give it to the kids. This is for you. It's a good one. Cardinal. They look really cool too.
Well, Darth Lopez wants the VHS set, but you've already won.
Yeah, that says that. All right. Okay. Make sure you guys, put it back up. Make sure they're sending out their information to us so that they know where to go.
Oh yeah, let me put that back up because again, I took the banner down.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody.
Email address.
All right. Okay, cool. Hit me on
Instagram.
We're cool. All right, we're good. All right, roll it again, Pete. Mike, call it.
Oh, hold on, that didn't go well.
Unmute, Mike. Unmute.
Now.
What do we got?
You got them all moving. Screen's moving for some reason. It's not picking. I'm nope. I got
All right, Gonzo. Here we go. Oh, he's
blindly poking.
I don't think we should because he's making fun of my pants and my bath. But hey, he wins. Okay.
All the more reason.
You aren't getting the truck location. Do you not want the Thrawn? You want Thrawn? Lopez, you can get something else if you want. I'll send you something else if you want. Just tell me. All right. This is all I have left on my end. Is the little Ahsoka figure. We have all the other stuff. Gonzo, do we need to go through it all? The truck location is a no. It's still a no. Still a no. That's still a no. Not going to happen. All right. What else do you got? Do you want anything else? I love how there's a delay, and I'm literally going, do you want anything else? It's Kyle. Everybody wants the truck location. Nobody's getting the truck location. All right. Gonzo, what do you got? Come on, Gonzo.
Well, don't forget, they're on a delay, so that's natural. Oh, comic
set is gone. Yes, comic set is gone. What we have left are the VHSs, some of the Rogue One figures. We have the Ahsoka Tano figure. You could either pick Rogue One figure or set 1, Rogue One figure, set 2 or 3. There's 3 sets of that. You can pick VHS 1, 2, or 3, or you can pick Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka.
Okay.
I'm not biased or anything.
No, I know.
I'd be all over that Rogue One Darth Vader.
At least you're not like Jen, who try to put her answers in there to steal the VHS sets.
I mean, that wasn't up. That's why I was like, that's a great thing.
If you don't have those, that's huge. Those are awesome. You need to have those, Jen.
Yeah, that first one.
I had an extra set of the OGs. I have one set of the OGs, but I'm not sending
it. The HX set is just fantastic.
I think the closest I ever got to was those laser discs, but then I couldn't find The
I have the
player.
Laserdiscs.
Rogue One
I have
set.
a Laserdisc and the Laserdisc player.
All right. Hey, pick a Rogue One set for him if you could, Sticks. Right? The peg.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll pick one of them. Just grab one. 1, 2, or 3. One set. He said 1, so whatever the 1 was.
That's the one with
My
shirt.
favorite one, Jen, was the DVD that came with the Laserdisc version of the unaltered.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
weird.
those were from Walmart.
Yep,
Those
that's
were
good.
Walmart only. Those
Yep.
double
Okay.
discs.
Yep.
Oh, that set.
What's
What's
in the
that?
set?
Was it this one?
Yeah, that one or what? What's the other one?
There's this set.
There's
Make
that.
Gotta
sure
go
there's
with
no,
Vader.
Oh, that one's
Yeah,
really
Shirt
cool.
and Vader, definitely
That's
that.
cool.
make sure there's no doubles on these ones. No. Well,
If there's doubles, there's doubles. Oh, another one.
this one's got 2 girls in it there. If you got girls.
Yeah.
2 girls and a Vader.
Hmm.
And the peg warmers. Well, that's 2 of those.
Oh,
You got 2 of this girl.
Rose,
Here.
Page and Rose. Yeah.
I
All
really
right.
It's
like that.
Valentine's Day.
There's 4 sets.
What's his
Gonzo,
name?
what set do we got?
If you
There we go.
Which one? The one that has
First set with Vader.
and-
First set with Vader. He's taking first set with
First
Vader.
set. There we
Yep,
go.
first set with Vader. Okay.
There
Still send me your information, and I will somehow. I'll somehow take care of that. Okay, roll it.
Here, just one more time. I'll throw it out there. Email address, Instagram, and now I will roll it. Tell me when to stop.
rolling.
Stop. Yeah.
Off the
So
rack pants.
it's off the rack pants. It's not off the rack pants. It's like the discount chain for Nordstrom. That's once again. Check out Motor. For all the people that aren't getting the inside jokes, you need to go watch MCM. It was a mess last night, and this is one of those jokes. Okay, Kyle, what do you want? Wait a minute, can Kyle win?
He won before.
It's your show, Mr. .25.
I mean, he's technically not on our. He's technically not. He's just on the channel, not solo. It's up to you. Could Kyle win
Yeah.
solo?
Let's roll this night.
Yeah.
He can win. All right, Kyle can win. Kyle, are you still there?
How did you?
Oh, say hi. Hey, Merry Christmas. What's going on? What do you got, Mickey? Hi. Hi.
He speaks his own language at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's one.
He speaks Grogu.
Yeah, he speaks. He can say Grogu.
You're teaching him Arabesh, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Solo. You love solo. Kyle, what would you like? What would you like out of the grab bags?
There's some quality time with Solo.
Would you like
That already.
Ahsoka? One of the 3 versions. Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
All right, we'll give it to Sticks. Sticks, what do you want to send them?
I don't know.
Give him peg
Which
warmer.
one
Give him the
Yeah,
peg warmer pack. Give him peg warmer pack. He gets peg warmer pack. All right, I'll send you.
All right.
That's what you get. Peg warmer pack. All right.
You can have one alive and one dead.
Yeah. Right.
All
All right.
Too soon? Sorry.
Okay. We're gonna roll it one more time because this has been going on for a very long time. We'll try to get some more stuff away later. We'll roll it one more time. Last person of the night. Sticks, because you're the guest. You tell him when to stop. Last roll of the day. Pete, roll it one more time.
I'm going.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Stop.
No.
Nope.
No.
No, roll it again. Oh, easy. Got it. Okay. All right. So, easy. Oh, got to put the. I'm about to lose power here. Aaron Yee. Aaron, are you here with us? Are you still here?
I'd also like to point out one flaw in our game. I have no idea what these comments might say. They can be completely inappropriate for all I know.
Yeah, that's also a flaw. Good thing we're stopping now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen's already getting a VHS set. So if you want another one, we do have other VHS sets you can have. Thank you, Kyle. Or you could have any of the other stuff. Aaron, you're good.
Well, there's Aaron.
I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it.
We'll go to Kyle while we wait for Aaron's update.
Oh, that's nice of him to say. Okay.
This is the most fun I've had all year. This was fantastic.
Hope it's better
And
than
that's saying something because we're right here at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Ahsoka. All right. He's got Ahsoka. We're good with that. Perfect. Easy. I know you already got me on the Instas. Just hit me up there because he was one of the guys when I put out the thing for the hardcover. He was one that asked about it. So we sent out the link for that too. Cool. Hey, we appreciate everybody. We still have to tape a show after this. We still have to tape a show after this. But listen, I want to tell everybody, I really do appreciate it. Like, sincerely, I've had a lot of fun this year. You know, it took a while for me to get out on this channel. It wasn't something I always wanted to do, but a lot of people talked me into it, and I'm glad I did. You know, I got to hang out with a lot of cool people. I got to see some cool stuff. Mike's stuff's cool. Like, I didn't know a lot of these people before this. I mean, to be honest with you, I knew one person on this panel before I actually got on this show, and I really do appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody out there that's watching. I appreciate everybody that makes comments. You know, I try to get back to all you guys' Instagram DMs and everything there too. So I really do appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great holiday. I hope you all had some fun. Everybody else, Merry Christmas. And anybody else have anything to say?
Thanks, everybody. This is the best chat ever, man. You guys are great. And thanks for coming and hanging out with us. But you'll know we'll be back. There'll be more shows and we'll be doing more reviews.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. During the holidays, we're going to send out some pre-tape stuff. So you guys, when you're avoiding your relatives, because listen, I'm all about the holidays, but I'm all about avoiding my relatives too. There's going to be some stuff for you to watch. So keep it posted. We'll put the stuff up there for you. Mike, thanks for dropping in. We really do appreciate it. We know you've been busy lately. Pete, it's always great. Make sure you're checking out his toy stuff that's on the channel and anything else that he's doing. 3-card money for both those guys. Jen, watch last week's Comic Book Women. And then even if you watch it again because we had a little screw up with some of the background stuff. The jokes about baths, all kings take baths. All right. Donnie Cates takes a bath too. Good for him. He follows my lead. I appreciate that. I do take a bath. I clean myself with a shower, but I take a bath. I took one today before I got on the show. So like
once a year, at least once a year.
Well, it's for like, because I was in the truck with the long boxes. It got sore. You have to get that out. Like, all right.
Hose outside before you come in.
Tub of tears of rebels.
Yeah, I also like to bathe in tears of people crying over Luke. Solo Wookie, make sure you check them out at MCM. They got a great show there. Kyle and them are over there. Leaky, look, there. All this stuff's in the link, so make sure you watch this stuff over the holidays. Leaky's got the low bricks thing. I didn't know what a speed bill was or an MOC till I started watching his stuff. I really enjoy it. And then his son does something on the weekends. He does a live chat where he does a live build. Please support them. They're small time creators. I really appreciate them being on here. They're actually not that small anymore because now what are you guys? You guys are over 100. You guys are on your way up.
Yeah, we hit 200 today, but
nice.
Hey, I wanted to say one thing to you and Solo, and I love all you guys, but I learned so much. I was not steeped in Star Wars lore. I'm all media. I was only TV, and now I'm all media. Thanks to you guys.
I'm with you, Leaky. I'm with you.
I almost did live stream for the tub today, and hey, listen, I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have Stick Boy back. He did a great job today. We really do appreciate him coming out.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. That was awesome.
Anybody else
Thanks
too
for
that
having me, guys?
Good.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
We really appreciate you joining us. And that goes out to some of you people out there that are always in the chat too. Just reach a line. We'll figure out if we can do it or not. If you guys have something to say, we're more than happy to have you.
And tell Stick Boy that is the coolest mug I've ever seen in my life.
Tell your daughter. He didn't even know that he had so many things on point today, man. He was surprised waiting to happen. It was great, man. I really do appreciate him coming out. Once again, appreciate everybody else. Anybody else have anything to say?
We got our Magnificent Seven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh! Yes. Movie.
Yes.
All right. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's, everybody. We will be back after the New Year's with something live. We're going to pitch.
Say bye.
Bye. All right. So, Wookie, take it out of here.
All right, everybody. If you had a good time, please go and force push that like and subscribe. Saber strike that bell so you can be part of the greatest chat this side of the galaxy. And remember, The force will be with you.
Always.
Oh wait, I screwed it up again. Like, this is the whole thing. I'm not even ready for this. Hey, I'm gonna take us all out. Fat Club, y'all.
Fat Club.
Get off my galaxy.
Oh wait, I didn't hit end. Still
Are we
hit it.
supposed to talk about Fight